This is
Listen,
almost, it's tax
don't
season,
make
so
fun
she's
of
following
it's
her
tax
taxes.
season.
Taxes are hard.
Gotta get that T4 in.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Listen, like I said, there was one crime Amon didn't commit, and it was tax evasion.
Never, that's what gets everybody.
They'll
It's
never
true.
Al Capone.
And the only crime one of my characters
Never Al
committed was
Capone.
tax evasion.
They'll never out. Yeah, Saurin's only crime is tax evasion. That's true. It's like weirdly, like he learned a lot of
Excuse all
skills
the
from his
murders.
father.
I've never left.
One of them
You just decided not to
specifically.
save.
Bubbly,
Sorry,
how's
I'm
your
sorry.
login going?
I got it.
Yes! Everyone, round of
Hell yeah.
applause.
That took way quicker than
We were a minute and 14 seconds late because we had to provide a 7-way tech support to Bubbly. But we got there, and that's what matters. So I'm happy. How you doing, Bubbly?
it. Did.
I don't want to talk about it. I can feel my heart rate up.
You're
I'm
surprisingly
ready
not
to,
red in
like,
the face. I was
throw.
expecting you to be red.
Oh, you
Oh,
don't
is it
understand. I
also
think I
because-
held my breath that whole time. I'm ready to break something. I'm ready. I wish I could punch the wall right now, but I can't because I need my goddamn hands for the.
You're
trying to flip her desk.
Trying to flip her desk. Up and your whole desk, the camera just flying.
I just. Okay.
Oh my god.
So
I'm
angry.
mad. You don't understand how mad I
Absolutely
am.
feral.
I think she's being possessed.
Oh,
I love it.
all right. Welcome
Gamer
back,
rage.
everybody.
Image. Yeah.
We're ready to go, and that's all I got. It's, by the way, I don't know where y'all live, but it's like 1,000 degrees right now already. It's so
Today.
warm.
It was
Lucky
crazy.
as fuck.
It's
so
cold here.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, it's
well,
cold in
I mean, it's
Florida?
not.
Yeah.
Okay, define cold.
It's 41 Fahrenheit, which for
For me,
Edmonton is
it's
very
cold.
warm right
Crazy.
now. Yeah. It's 5
It's summertime.
Yeah,
Celsius.
it's probably like
I didn't get my
55
dice
where
out.
the club is, or like 62. Something like that.
It's supposed to be 12 this week.
Ooh.
All I know is that my
Celsius.
backyard is mostly melted already, which is wild.
Yeah, we got
Like-
no most. Yeah.
It's great. Hopefully that
Just nice.
sticks. Yeah.
Right
That'd
now
be good.
it's 8 Celsius.
Ooh,
Tomorrow it's supposed to be 19.
Jesus.
Wow, dude, that's crazy.
That's 19. That's
summertime.
like
You okay?
June for us. That's like June
It's
for
Ohio.
us.
And then
Okay.
and then it's gonna go down to 5.
Oh no.
Weather reports with Patria.
Yeah, just
Now on to the session.
now
Off to you,
on
Tyler.
to your regularly scheduled session.
Now on to your regularly scheduled recap.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Recap is it bubbly or is it aqua this week? Or neither?
It's me. It's fine.
It's your boy.
It's me. Your boy.
No. Take your time. Take your time.
I will. I guess get that music ready. I don't.
Do you want me to
DJ, hit me
restart
up,
it?
like-
Okay, I'll restart it. Hold on.
I don't know. If it
Syrinscape
hasn't been
open.
the same the whole time.
It has, yes. That's okay. You're only hearing your heartbeat right now. It's okay.
I honestly am, and so because of that, I need to go for a walk. I need to cool off. I need to.
It didn't work.
I am breathing heavily right now. Give me a minute. Hey. Yeah, I'm fucking pissed. I'm gonna go for a walk quick second. Yeah, have fun with this, guys.
Oh, I think Aqua's leaving the show.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
Bye.
Oh!
No, you can't see my hand, can you? Well, you
I
can.
can. Yep, it's
Oh
great.
my god!
What is that?
Oh my god.
It's the squirrel.
That's like my hands, but
I love
squirrels.
them.
I'm Dookie. Hi. How's it going?
It's so amusing.
I can't.
Is there an option to kick the squirrel?
Yeah, can we?
Is there a volunteer option?
Hi,
to kick the
hi,
squirrel?
Dookie. How's it going,
Hi, Dookie?
Dookie?
How are you?
Hello.
Well, you know, I can't do this.
I now see why you said you couldn't punch the wall.
Yeah, because my hand.
You would have killed Dookie.
Dookie,
Killed Dookie.
Dookie, what's your
What
life
a
been
name.
like?
Repeat the question.
How's your life been?
Oh, where do I begin?
How are the kids?
I have children? Oh no.
No.
Oh, God.
Oh, I have not been doing my fatherly job.
It's okay.
Absentee father Dookie.
You are
Yeah, don't-
forgiven.
Don't worry about
Absentee
that.
Dookie. All right. Dookie, do you know what happened last time on Patria?
Oh boy, I sure do. So, us forest creatures like to talk and gossip. And oh boy, did I have the tea for you guys. This is hard. Mainly the hand. It's not even the voice.
Yeah, you're like, because you have to move all forward.
That's a lot of dexterity there.
I'm just
Oh
gonna
my
have it
God.
like this, and you guys can be scared.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Or how's this?
Yeah, that's fine. That's even better, honestly.
That's great.
So I heard from the fishes that the lost fan believe that the leader, Leia, is lying. And wonder why. Maybe when they make it better. What? Was my grammar off that day? Must have been hot.
Just read it how it is. It's true. I mean, it's a
Dude,
it's a
you
squirrel.
are high? Dookie, not only are you an absentee father, you use drugs?
Maybe.
Oh, God.
Do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs, Dookie.
Well, anyways, after that whole spiel, maybe make a better deal. Amon asks the Blood Brothers how they harness their blood, and agree, but only if Amon tells them what Amon and Moss found in the court. Something about Mornwick and plane cutting. I don't get it. Well, anyways, Amon being truthful went and let tell Moss about him telling the boys. Moss then asked Saurin to chat later in the crow's nest. Moss shares with... Wow, there's a lot of names I have to remember. Okay, Moss then shares with Saurin his theory that the goddess Katara is possibly behind the plane cutting. Not only did Saurin... maybe Katara, who knows, pushed Moss out of the crow's nest. Now also threw Gareth off the ship. The fish did like that, by the way. And these guys are wilder than animals. Oh my goodness. What else happened? Moss is okay now. Well, that's good. And being healed by Kuno. And Sora doesn't remember pushing Moss off. Naughty, due to being blacked out. Weird. Magic's weird. I don't know how I'm talking to you guys, but okay. And man, you big creatures sure are dramatic, and I'm a wild animal. Anyways, my finger's falling off. Anyways, did you know horses are the worst for gossiping? I heard that the group finally got back on land. The group meets up with Leia, who isn't the leader, and made up the quest. Oh boy. Well, it was real, and it was a test the group's trust with worthiness. Sorry, I'm like, why is there a red line? Because I spelled it wrong. Which is successful by a lot. Leia will report this to the real leader, and the group goes to rest/wait at the very fancy hotel where they plan to celebrate. Speaking of celebration, Aqua and Sunstone finally can talk to each other. At least that's what I heard. Was it my ears or my mind? Well, I can't remember. Anyways, I gotta go find my nuts now. Enjoy Lost and Found's continued adventures. Bye.
Bye, Dookie.
Thank you,
Bye.
Dookie.
Hi, Dookie.
Maybe see your
Go
children
find
once
your
in a while.
kids. Go find your kids.
Go Go find your kids.
I don't understand, but that actually calmed me down.
I mean,
Listen,
honestly, that voice was pretty.
I've
soothing.
often thought that D&D is therapy, so you know.
Yeah,
It's true.
If I'm ever
true.
feeling down, I'll pull out Dookie and
Just
ask
pull
him.
out a dookie, and it makes you
Pull out a
feel
dookie.
just so
You'll be
much
fine.
better
Pull a
about
dookie.
yourself. You pull a dookie.
Just pull out a dookie and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Funny
Everyone
enough,
just
I
needs more
Googled,
dookie in their life.
I Googled squirrels' names, and the first thing came out was Dookie. And I was like,
I'm gonna fact check
who
that.
names a squirrel
Squirrels'
Dookie?
names.
I do.
I got Skipper. Guess in Western Canada we don't like Dookie. We like Skipper. It's a little different. Regional squirrel names differ, I suppose.
I got Skippy.
Thank you for that recap. I'm gonna be honest. As per the last time you did recap in some sort of guise, I did not really get to pay attention to much of what you said
I can
because
do
it
it
was
if you want. Like, just
no,
quick.
no. It's all good. It's all good. That was great. I remember. I think we ended last session with you guys about to get together for a little celebration in your private wing of the Citadel that you guys are in. But while that was getting started, a member of our party jumped out a window. You know.
Yep.
One for the dramatics, you know.
I dipped.
You dipped. Saurin,
Just say
what are you up to?
So first, before I dipped, I would have, I would. Are there tall buildings in Bashir?
There are, but the area that you are at, actually, the Tempest Citadel sits on the northern edge of this long series of docks that make up the Merchants Guild kind of area that you guys have been parlaying with, and the majority of the Citadel looks out over the open ocean. So around you, within a couple hundred feet in every direction, there's not a lot of taller buildings. There's a lot of administrative building, kind of city official buildings, outside of the palace itself, of course.
Well, I would have probably just maybe, yeah. Well, I would have segment roped down from the building to. So how tall is this building? Not very tall, probably.
The
two, 3
Citadel's,
stories.
No, the Citadel's think like European cathedral, like quite
Okay, so
grand.
like 7, 8 stories, 9, 10, 11, whatever that is. So it's the biggest building in the area then?
In the district, absolutely, yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, then I would have just tried how far I would have been able to blood rope to another, at least safely down to the ground. And while I'm doing that, I would have sent Kronos sending and told him this exact message.
Sponsored by.
It's only like 3 words. No, it's more than that, but Kuno would have heard, do not come find me. I will meet up with you all later.
All right. Kuno, do you respond to this message?
Soren had never mentioned anything about this before, right?
No. Saurin is just went to a room and then jumped out the window. Like shut the door behind him, jumped out the window.
Can I make any can I make like a check just to see if Kuno can think of any reason why Soren would want to do this?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Make an insight check.
Let me just get my I'll just roll digital for now.
Sure.
Maybe it'll work.
Oh, maybe.
Bro jumped out the window as fast as he could. You're not wrong.
Ooh, baby!
Fuck
You don't
me.
know- you don't notice it?
You're just like, oh, he probably just has to use the bathroom, and he'll be back soon.
Okay, yeah, Kuno will just be like, oh, be safe.
Be safe. Yeah.
Don't get eaten by the toilet.
Well, I just more of like knowing them if someone's missing, like someone left, they'll all come looking for him. So I'm just nipping that in the bud. And if he tells Kuno, then Kuno will be like, oh, he'll see. He said he'll meet us later.
Yeah. So and Kuno's just like, yeah, be safe. Don't do anything stupid.
Don't stub your toe on you flying out the window. But yeah, so I would have Soren looking for like. Is there any? How packed is this city?
Where you are, not crazy dense. The city itself, definitely not as crazy as Flintgate. Probably a decent step up from Salt Creek for sure. I put it probably on the same density as when you and your brother were in Grenmar. So a busy area, not millions of people, but certainly a few 100,000.
Okay. Then Soren's going to look for a place that he can sufficiently be alone within the area. Maybe he can even go further to where there's like, I don't know. It's kind of hard, it is the afternoon after all, or like late morning.
Yeah, it's I think it's early afternoon where you guys ended up.
Yeah, because we arrived in the morning, and then who knows how long the conversation, like getting all the going from place to place, like dropping things off, like.
All right, and where were you headed? Sorry.
A location that is not a lot of traffic. In fact, maybe preferably zero traffic. For what I am about to do.
Sure.
Gonna kill some.
Give me an investigation check.
I'm
Alright.
second your job.
That is. God, where's my character sheet? 18.
18. Should this be what you're looking for? It wouldn't be too difficult to find like an abandoned warehouse or a storage facility that's not actively being manned.
I'll do that abandoned warehouse.
Sure.
And would I have, knowing what I'm about to do, would I have grabbed, would I have like any, like enough firewood to make a fire? Like just on my person?
Knowing that this is what you were going to do as soon as you got the moment to, this wasn't a sporadic, this is my only opportunity type thing.
It might be
probably
my only
not
opportunity.
firewood, but enough to get a small like kindling fire going. It won't last very long, but for what you're trying to do, you likely don't need it to last too long.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, in that case, Saurin will in the abandoned warehouse, he will cut his hand and make a circle with his blood, casting Sanguine Sanctum, just to give myself that much time, just in case people try to come in. I might smoke myself out. I realize it's like a 30 foot or like 20 foot 20 by 10 like area, so it wouldn't be immediate, but it would be like
I think you would be strategic enough to
yeah. So I'm gonna fill that boy with like 25 hit points, so it's at 55 health. And then when it's done, I cast it, and this dome appears, and I will step through the membrane and start working on making a fire.
Okay.
I was wondering why I couldn't hear them.
Concentration up, and
Yeah.
you step into this protective dome crafted from the individual cells of your
It
blood.
looks like, it looks like a blood membrane.
Gross.
That's that helps anyone.
Club, what is your background?
It's like a diner.
It's a dinner party.
It's a
dinner party.
God damn it.
You're getting ready.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Sorry. Sorry, didn't mean to
and then-
distract.
And then I would proceed to make a fire. My hand's already cut, so I let the blood drip from there into the fire, and I would let my mind reach out to Katara.
Okay. Do you send a specific message, or are you just inviting her presence into this space?
I think Saurin would send a message, but it's in his head, and he would only just say to her, "You've shown me something. A chink in your armor that those who would like to exploit it can." Kind of like not fearful, more condescending. Like,
You...
handling his father. Probably on the inside, he's like, fuck.
You don't get a verbal response, and you let it sit just long enough that you're about to say something else. You hear a door creak open. You look behind you, and within your dome, a door of outline almost like red electrical energy fizzles out of existence, and standing behind you is Katara
I think
in
Saurin.
a humanoid form, not a bloody outline or a shadow. I am not naive enough to think that nobody has weaknesses, Saurin. You will not taunt me. What do you want?
It was, well, I wasn't expecting the specific rashness of your actions. Is more of my saying. I want to know what is next. You realize what position you put me in.
And what position is that?
That if I were to continue to worship you openly with this group, they would see it as an act of betrayal. Nearly. Almost, maybe.
I don't see it the same way. Why do you
How do you-
think... Why do you sense betrayal in our kinship? What is it that you have learned that is so breathtakingly wrong?
It's, well, for them, is what I mean. And you said earlier you want me to use them. How am I to use them if I can't even be in the same room with them without them thinking that you are listening?
She looks at you, concerning eye, lifting one of her eyebrows in confusion. I have done nothing but give you and your brother power, authority over that which not even the great wizards of old could muster. Your own blood, pulses through you not to keep you alive, but to keep you strong. Why would continuing to draw on that well lead your friends to think themselves betrayed? I am exactly who I said I am.
What are you planning, really? That isn't... I know the paper speculates, but...
Plan is nothing. The plan is destiny. I am not conceiving evil behind anyone's back. I was born a purpose that I will see brought to this world. And many of your kin, many more than those who call themselves worshippers, will agree that, at least in some aspects, what I come to bring is the only way forward.
Enlighten me.
She steps to the side as if something from behind her is stepping forward, and instead pulls forward like a chair for her to sit in. Well, suppose you've at least earned some information. Where should I begin?
Where do you think you should begin? Maybe... I know... Maybe probably that's the start.
Start.
So...
Very well.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
The start is confusing. You're not aware of the history that was stolen from your people, only what has been taught since the so-called invasion. Many people who existed before then have different ideas about what actually happened. And so I think, rather than starting from the beginning, we should start with the end. Step 1. The children will die. All of them. She waits to see a response.
Saurin is just listening intently. He's not really surprised because what she told him earlier when he assumed she told him she wanted to take out Qatar, so he assumed that meant the entire pantheon as well. So there's more like nodding like yes, like.
You're not surprised. That's good. You've woken up. Step 2 is a little bit more complicated. You see there is an obstacle, not one that is well removed, something that I will require the help of some of my followers. You may count yourself among them eventually. That is something that I am not willing to share at this moment, but know that after the children are gone, the real work can begin.
But being after the children are gone, what is the real work? And what is my role?
Well, as I said, the real work is something I'm not willing to share with you, but your actions in the next year or so will be very, very important to determine your role in the new world that they will create after.
Understand.
Are you scared?
Perhaps more of the unknown, the lack of tangible, like the tangibility of it all.
Well, let me help unfog the mirror. What was the worst part of the children disappearing?
Worst part.
And she kind of gestures to the vials on your person that allow you to suppress the effects of the Fey Plague.
This probably, at least from my perspective.
From your perspective and many like you, the worst part was she didn't have the decency to leave the bridge open when she left. And that caused millions to die and grow weak. That mistake will not be made again.
Understand.
There are key moments in the next year that will define the role of many in what is to come. And the greatest part is none of them have to die. They will choose it. We do not need to war. We do not need to go to their kingdoms and burn their castles down. No. We must simply show them what they've done. Show them what she's done. If you must stay quiet about your worship, I understand, but know that my champions are rewarded for their bravery.
Understand.
You are lucky. There are none in your party who claim allegiance to another one of the children. Convincing them will not be that difficult.
I think it may be a little difficult for a few of them, knowing what they assumed what they know.
Well, let's clear the air. What are their concerns? What are your concerns, Saurin?
I guess I didn't have the foresight to see why you would act so rashly in taking my body and using it against Moss.
I admit I lashed out maybe a little bit aggressively, but Moss saw too much too quickly, and like many of his kind, was forming opinions without the whole fact.
How will I convince them? Because it seems they are already convinced of one thing, the half truth.
I think He is worried that I am like his mother. False. But I came here with the children. I was elected to the vacant position, and I was sent here. Kaela did not have a say in those who replaced her slain kin, and I was not born of false merit. He does not need to love the gods, but I do not claim any champion save the one who chooses me.
Who sent you here? Or is that above my A grade, or whatever the term is?
It does not matter who sent me. It is important for you to know that the proverbial buck does not stop with Kaela. She is not the supreme being of this universe, of this plane even. She is a student, and she is failing.
And you were sent to write that?
No. I was simply elected to fill a vacancy, as I said. But I am making plans because I will not go down with this failed experiment of hers. And I have someone, let's say, back home who is aiding in that. That is all you need to know for now.
I appreciate you telling me all of this. I guess I did not fully trust you because I do not like when I am not in control of my own body.
For that, I apologize. It will not happen again. She holds out her hand.
Saurin takes it.
You feel the press of something damp in the palm of your hand. And when you release, you see in the shape of a kiss, a bloody tattoo. If your friend is so worried about the truths you tell, shake his hand and he will know without any doubt that you are correct.
Understood.
Saurin, you're close.
Yes.
She's here.
Really?
She nods.
Where?
Deeper in the city. I urge you, do not rush. You are not ready. Soon. Gain the favor of your friends first, and then the town. And then I think she will seek you out.
You will find us.
She already knows you're here.
I mean, I assume she did, but because we weren't exactly sneaky coming in.
No, there are many ways to bring down a city. Sometimes the best way is to lay yourself so deep within their ranks that they don't know they've fallen.
I see.
She stands up and kind of walks in front of the chair. And as she continues walking past you, the chair is gone and she leaves the dome.
Thank you, Katara.
No response, but you feel a warmth in your chest. And that same warmth in the palm of your hand. All right. Do you head back to the Citadel eventually?
I think Saurin spends like the rest of that hour just chilling in his dome, and then probably eventually like heads
Walking
back
in tight
after,
circles around the perimeter.
It's like he's probably just like sitting there like stunned, like what the hell, like just he's like probably like thinking like he can't believe he doubted her for a second, like, but yeah, that's what he did. That's what he does. And then eventually he returns back to the Citadel.
Sounds good. Okay. I believe the rest of the group is just kind of having a good time.
Playing party games.
Yeah.
You playing Jackbox Party Pack 7?
We're playing.
Was there the ability that I could have gotten a bard?
Right.
Moss.
You had sent
Yeah, Moss is.
you had sent
he's
either for a bard or for an
A
instrument.
lute. Yeah,
I
instrument or
remember
lute or
that
something.
now.
Yes.
Yes, your butler, whose name has escaped me.
Oh, I remember
It's
it
in
was like
notes.
Someone,
It's in
Reggie.
notes.
There
It's
you
in
go.
notes.
Yeah.
Reginald,
He's the
there
boy.
it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
I remember that because I was like, Reggie.
In
my dude.
training, thank you, Kim, for remembering. In training, he is not fully certified. It's
Nope.
very important, okay? Be nice to him. Reginald does bring back eventually, some snacks and promise of future meals to come. The kitchens are working on it, as well as some various liquors and spirits to
Let's go,
to
my man
lubricate the party that's to come.
Mhm.
And
Reggie, a regular lord.
a very simple yet well cared for loot that he hands over to
Alright.
you. It is on loan from the museum, so please do your best to take care. I think
We will make sure it returns in a pristine condition, Reggie.
No rock and roll style.
And I will go over to.
He rolled
Moss.
a 3 insight. He thinks you're fucking with him.
Oh no!
You sounded so sarcastic when you said that, so I was just like, I wonder if he thinks Amon is gonna destroy
We give
this
it
loot.
back and it's in even better condition.
Yeah, literally. I will go
Bending,
over
yeah.
to I will go over to Moss and hand over the loot. Be like, here you're picking up some musical talents. I was wondering if you could bring in some of that Feywild charm. Gotta show these people how it is back home.
I was about to say, I don't know if Bear is actually here. I know he said he had to
He is
step out
not.
for like
He is not.
5 minutes at the start of the session.
And that was 30 minutes ago.
That was 30
Still not home. It's very much still
so
not home.
while that conversation is happening, what are the rest of you up to? Maybe we'll start with you, Kuno. You have just received this message. Hey, everything's fine. Don't let anyone follow after me from your brother. What does Kuno get up to?
I think Kuno's just gonna kind of sit and wait. I don't know if he really. I think he's worried that if he goes
Don't make
out,
that face.
It's so sad. It's
just
like
the
a little
saddest
puppy.
face in the world. It's not
like-
sad.
Oh,
He doesn't he fears that if someone's gonna ask him where Saurin is, they're gonna see right through his lie, and so he's just gonna stay in his room.
Oh no!
That's the
Okay.
saddest shit I've ever.
He knows Saurin will be real mad if this one gets spoiled.
Oh.
I'm
Oh.
just picturing Kuno's like having so many different emotions because he's like, I don't
Like,
want
should I
to
go-
betray Saurin. I want to help him. But if I leave this spot, I'm in
You'll
trouble.
be mad at me. Oh, that's so sad.
But Kuno, to kill the time, will talk to Kelsine. Just this time he's not even like asking like deep questions. He's just like striking up small talk. This time.
Sure.
What's your favorite
Weather,
color?
huh?
Give me. I mean, if you want to talk, you could talk, but also just give me like a charisma check.
Yeah.
Kind of slowly
Charisma.
building relationships with this.
Oh shit! 21 total.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. 21 total. The sword or the spirit that inhabits it appears to be in decent spirits. Not talking, not really verbalizing any responses to you. What I will say, they do. Let's see here. Yeah. Sure, why not? They begin to do some kind of weird things while you're conversing with them. Nothing on their own, but almost in reaction, the same way that you would, kind of exasperate and gesture with your hands while you're telling someone an exciting story. Whenever they kind of respond to you, and they're not really using words, you get flashes of images of various locations that kind of exhibit a mood, or the sensation of a full belly after stuffing yourself at a buffet. Like you're getting these weird impressions rather than words. And the Blade of Kelsine, or the spirit that resides within, begins to take up ownership in other inanimate objects in the room. At one point, as you are describing, you go on this kind of journey of telling them stories of the travels that you and Saurin have experienced since meeting the rest of the party, and honestly, before that, you guys had quite the adventure about some of the jungles that you had to cut your way through, and the amazing automata that you saw in Grenmar and the cities to the east. They react, and they take over the inanimate object of a chandelier and begin to flex each row of glass as if a tendril in excitement. And you find yourself kind of laughing almost childishly like you used to.
Oh. He was kicking his feet.
Like a girl getting a text message from her crush. Just
he's like
I'm clipping that.
kicking his little feet.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, being very, very playful and very, very, very fun with the conversation that you lead. Club. Niall. What's Niall up to?
Noil.
Niall Rigsby. I knew that would get bubbly.
I'm just is probably sitting with everyone else. I'm waiting for the alcohol to get here.
I thought you were gonna say, I'm just sitting pretty.
I'm just.
Hell yeah. I imagine it's probably you, Amon and Moss, who were like over to each other, kind of talking about something. Amon has a very well crafted instrument in their hands for some reason they just received from Reginald the Butler.
Background.
What is your background?
Are those dinosaurs fighting?
What? No.
I should have never taught you guys this trick. Damn it.
I already knew about this. I just
That's true.
refrained from
That's
doing
true.
it.
Yeah, you were well behaved once upon a time.
Once upon a time.
Once everybody else did it, it would open the gate.
Yeah.
I needed it for skits.
Aqua,
uh,
what are you up to before we get back to Baron Amon?
what about Nico?
We're getting there.
Dodging.
Yeah,
The kid in
deflecting.
class not wanting, like
Deflecting.
raising their hand. He's like, don't pick me. Trying to calm down a little bit before I go out. Because had a #deep conversation with Sunstone. Don't look at me like that. Had a deep conversation with Sunstone. So trying to.
I like to imagine that, especially now that you know Sunstone can talk, you guys are just like actively talking in front of everyone, and you start doing that thing where like you can't hear people outside of your head because you're talking too much in your head. And at one point you're trying to listen to what Moss and Amon are talking about, and meanwhile Sunstone is just shit talking something, and so you keep getting distracted because you can't quite hear what they're saying. Yeah, you haven't seen Kuno or Saurin yet, or
Yep.
Nico. Nico hasn't left their room yet.
Juicy. All right, my mind's now wandering somewhere else. I'm like, why are those three not showing up? Sunstone, do you have any theories?
I've been hearing a lot of grinding and hammering noises coming from the little one's room. And like squeaks. I hope everything's okay.
Oh, what? Aqua's mind is just flabbergasted right now because she doesn't get the machine part, but she heard hammering, squeaks, and she's just thinking flashbacks of home. Like,
Oh my god.
like my mom sure likes to wrestle. It's kind of like that thing. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
but I'm at the same time I'm so confused because I'm like,
Yeah. That's
I
right.
thought she had a
Everyone got
wife,
comfortable, and brothel or Nico immediately asked for a brothel venue. That's correct.
that's what I'm like. Wait, no, she has a wife. No, she could. She wouldn't. She wouldn't. She loves her wife. We're planning gifts. We were. I should actually remind her of that, and we should probably look for a gift for her wife. Where are the brothers? Are they helping her? Should we go look? I feel like we should go look.
Sunstone is like actively trying to answer your questions, but it's like in the background of your own mind. So you're just like, no, we shouldn't look right now. You've been drinking. Like just in the background. We should wait till the morning. Moss and Amon. Moss, you are sitting at the table, kind of just waiting for everything to kind of get set. And Amon brings in one arm 3 various bottles of liquors and spirits to share with the group. And in the other, a little bit more carefully hung under his arm, is a finely crafted, aged lute.
That you don't get to.
Yeah, Reggie asked him for a favor. I noticed you were looking and creating little song tunes and whatnot and doing your little thing.
Oh, yes. I learned that music is a very good vehicle for revolution.
Yeah. All right. Just well, those are like three emotions.
Casual.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
You went through the 5 stages of grief in like 2 seconds.
Holy shit. That was such a good reaction.
Right.
Oh.
All right. Whatever you say, bud.
Good, dude.
I was wondering if for tonight, since we're celebrating a little bit, if you could play some music from Feywild. Like, I want to see what these people, show them what they're missing more.
Oh, I mean, I can try and play something from home.
Just drum and bass.
Because everything I've written is just nasty things about the courts.
Through distress.
Did you just write grunge?
His manifesto that he's been working on is.
Yikes.
Yikes. When you call it a manifesto, it's
It sounds a little.
I'm not a big fan.
Let me speak to the people.
Let me speak to them. No one's stopping you.
No, it's stopping you.
Amon will be like, all right, I'm not sure again what you can play, but some Feywild, something from
history
anything.
check for remembering any songs from the Feywild.
Any court songs from
yeah.
ballrooms and galas and stuff?
Maybe. I might actually have a lute song. Hold on.
I got.
Don't need to roll.
I might just really.
Syrinscape has it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moss, you know
You
any
remembered.
song by Neil Diamondforge?
You know, I do know one song by Neil Diamondforge.
Go ahead and give me a performance check, Moss.
Okay. Well, I rolled an 18, so
Plus 8.
26.
Moss Lord.
Moss does
is
that
fucking
like
natural.
that thing that only like very old guitar players can do, where they flex their hands this way to crack their knuckles, like they just hyperextend them, and then begins immediately playing a very rich and yes, a touch grungy ballad on the lute.
Amon will
I'm realizing I don't have.
take his hat off, set it off on the table, and
Starts
take
crying.
takes his poncho off.
I get it now.
rolls his sleeves up to the elbows, and Amon is going to go over and knock on gonna knock on Kuno's door first.
You hear?
Never mind.
Never mind, not gonna interrupt that.
Gonna let that be. I'll see. So the only people that are absent from the central room are Nico, Saurin, and Kuna. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Then I'll go over to.
You up to Kuno's door, put an ear to the door, and just hear him tickling he's tickling a Smurf behind closed doors right now.
I'll go over to Saurin's and knock.
Holy shit, that's so funny.
Nothing. Go over to Nico's and knock.
You hear various forging noises, and I'm assuming Nico cursing under her breath.
Yep.
Do that be as well? All right. I guess our party is limited. And then I will turn around and look around the room, and I will see Aqua not really doing anything, but like talking to her horse.
You don't actually hear
just, like,
Aqua talking. You just see Aqua doing this to the horse, like every now and then. It's awful. Oh my god!
And then I will go up to Aqua and clear my throat. Try to get Aqua's attention.
So I'm still trying to get used to the inner voice thing. So I'm just gonna like look at you, Amon, because I'm thinking I'm talking to you, but I'm realizing it's just in my head.
So it's just like, who are you? Oh, you're trying to. No, he can't hear you, sweetheart. You have to use your outside voice.
Oh, I'm not. Oh. Nice clear throating.
Thank you.
What?
And Amon will.
You guys are so weird.
Amon will step 1 foot back and kind of bend forward and hold his hand out to Aqua. Here for a dance?
Ooh.
Aw.
Yeah, I've never done this before.
I haven't danced since my days in the court, so I might be a little rusty, but
Are we gonna get in trouble?
no.
Well, you said in the court, so like, wasn't there a judge and stuff?
No, in Fey courts.
Probably really loves footloose.
There were a lot of balls and galas I had to attend.
Yeah, her
I see. Okay, well,
The funniest part is I can't hear any of the music.
Yeah.
Because you joined late, yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny, Mac.
It's so good.
The idea that just Bubbly grew up in a footloose town. Dancing was illegal.
Yeah, Aqua did.
Yeah. It's
No.
illegal to dance.
You know what?
that's because I was blue.
It's the way of the people.
You guys, you stand for a dance with Amon. I already posted it in Foundry. If you guys can give me some performance checks, please.
What do you mean? Oh.
Make a sanity check.
Oh.
Oh,
I
no.
did it computer-wise. It didn't give me a. Whoops. That's okay. I got a 7.
It didn't for me either, but I got a 17 on my dice plus whatever my performance was.
Yes. Sorry. It is a new manual roll plugin. I will find
Doesn't
the button
matter.
to enable it.
It's still a 7.
It's still a 7 and 11, so we'll take it for now.
No, I got a 23.
No, Amon's good.
Yeah.
Computer and physical, 7.
Oh no, okay. That makes more
Persuaded.
sense. Which, to be fair, averages out to 15 each. Not, it's okay.
I'm just watching this like.
Amon is doing very fancy court dances. Think Will from Baldur's Gate, his dancing.
Yes.
Yeah. It's very like steps out, goes forward, does like a hand to hand, spins with you. Like it's very like structured.
Amon, this is a little too much. Hard time keeping up.
Okay.
Just follow my footsteps, one step at a time.
The dancing is actually for two people who don't know each other as dancers. You guys fall into a quick matching step, and it's not the most elegant dance, and Moss's performance is good, but it is still on new hands that he plays these tunes.
Actually, my hands are pretty old.
Your hands are very old, that's true. Specifically, your fingers are very old.
Well, except for one.
I don't like that.
One's brand new.
That's true. One is brand new. One's freshly minted.
Glossy.
Your right, your left pinky, whichever one it
Don't
was,
say
is
glossy.
brand new.
Oh,
Right out of the package.
Still has hair on it.
yeah. The dance goes well. Go ahead.
As we're
sorry.
going, I try and spin towards Niall and offer Niall a hand to join as well.
Nico's gonna walk out to Amon doing this with two people spinning around.
Now kind of just stares for a moment, kind of awkwardly, but eventually takes Amon's hand.
Ooh.
Pulls Niall in to join. Now it's a trio dance.
Are we doing like little girls just going in a circle?
Yeah, totally.
Should I also do performance?
I am gonna ask for a performance check now.
There we go, manual roll. Ugh.
It's so cute.
I doubt
Cats
it's
are
going to go
sleeping.
very well.
Oh my god, this is adorable.
Never mind. I seem to have
Come
regained
on,
my ability to
spins
roll
them
well.
like Beyblades.
Oh god.
Mark in chat. Oh, that's
Slither rip.
so good. 21. That's pretty damn good.
Aqua's
All
a
right.
really scary Beyblade.
Yeah.
Okay. Niall miraculously joins the dance without it kind of devolving into like a mosh pit, a 3-person mosh pit. While that's happening, and roughly around the same time that Saurin is making his way back eventually, Nico,
Yeah.
you got back into the palace and not in one of the rooms that were described to you for everyone's kind of personal areas, but rather in a room off the side of the pantry storage area where this massive open kitchen, which you do not imagine the party will be using, as Reginald has been bringing in food as the night continues on, but it's there should you need it. There is a small, very simple, kind of almost for show workshop.
Ooh.
There is a delicately balanced anvil. There's a various set of different like grips and stuff to restrain and to bend, and like torsion equipment and things like that. That, you know, not everything you need, but definitely something to get started. You are struck with a certain amount of inspiration. You have quite a few different materials that you've collected in order to take care of your dear friend, Mork. What does Nico want to do?
Ooh. Well, first I'll make sure Mork is wearing his boots so that whatever I create will definitely match, so he'll have a cohesive outfit. But then I'll
Boots
pull
check.
out your boots check. But then I'll pull out some of the moonstone to go along with the titanium that we had.
Okay.
Knowing of its properties previously used for sentient robots and other automatons and such, and see if I can continue working on Mork's helmet / brain patch.
Okay. So you guys collected about, I believe, it was quite a bit. I think it was originally 150, but you guys did get taxed on your entrance. So you have about 125, 128 pounds of both raw titanium and moonstone, two separate materials.
Right.
Now, you haven't worked with titanium very often. The one thing you know about it is it has an extremely high melting point. Over 3,000 Fahrenheit. It is an extremely high melting point. So you're not in a position where you can use the titanium. However,
Okay.
moonstone, once purified, has a much lower melting point, only a few hundred degrees. There is a very simple kiln. It will take a few hours, but you just need to kind of get everything set up, and you can let the kiln kind of reach temperature before pouring in the moonstone. Make an intelligence check.
Just intelligence?
I'll let you do investigation.
Yeah. 17.
17. You gently and politely restrain Mork so that you have a unmoving workspace here, and he's just kind of like being hugged by this vice grip, just twitching a little bit every now and then. And you take out some of your lenses that allow you to kind of enhance your vision and get a close-up view of the workspace. And you begin to discern that there are a number of cracks, not just in the metal that is exposed, but underneath you see, similar to the device that you've crafted around your wrist that allows you to reprogram your somatic and verbal components using technology rather than a spellbook. There is some damage to the underlying components of Mork. Something that you knew, but you're able to get a closer look at it, and you realize that one of the things that's been holding you back is you have no idea what those components are made out of. You could patch them, but if it isn't the right material, you could, cause some damage or nothing at all, and then it was for naught.
Right.
Moonstone has various properties that allow it to be used as a bridge between different materials. Not necessarily like an arcane replacement, but it has some malleability that allows it to be useful. However, something that a member of your party possesses. You remember Mon had a spear, a javelin, or something of that design that was crafted out of a material that apparently used to power airships and other very strong magical components. And since the gods returned, or something around that time, it has been inert. And it may have a property that could be useful here. Maybe with that investigation roll, perhaps combined with Moonstone.
Right. Okay.
You wouldn't need very much either.
When you say very much, like I could take like a scraping of it, or would I have to damage it?
You'd probably need about, for the size of Mork, honestly, no more than 50 to 75 grams.
Okay.
Enough that you would leave some grooves in the weaponry if you were to do it without telling said person. But
like a little scream, just like, who the hell is taking pieces from my weapon?
There's just shavings on the like you sharpened a pencil. Yeah,
it looked like it's not even a weapon anymore. It's just a ball.
That's true. It did get
it got
destroyed,
melted, and then it turned into a ball now.
That's true.
Shit, you mean?
Hit you with the hardball special. Just throw it straight to his head. I'm not good at throwing this thing.
What does Nico want to do?
So I would need this to actually progress. At least what I'm thinking.
That's kind of where you're.
If I'm gonna Kintsugi Mork back together, then
your current outline is those components either made into an alloy, a moonstone, and whatever this spear was made out of alloy, to replace the mechanical components that were damaged, and then the titanium to patch the hole in his head, as well as perhaps make an armor that makes him a little bit stronger.
God damn it, I guess I have to go to the party. Or yeah, I'll go ask.
You walk out of the workshop and through the kitchen storage, seeing Amon spinning Aqua and Nile like Beyblades in the foyer, while Moss is playing on the lute. You walk by Kuno's room and hear woo over and over again.
Mosh is playing Third Eye Blind.
I am baffled.
You are baffled. Is the best way to describe this.
I guess I'll head to the party and wait for the song to end.
Okay. Saurin, do you go back in your window or your brother's window? Or the front door?
I was gonna say, how bold of it would it be just to walk back in the front door?
Honestly, you don't know this. Saurin doesn't know this, but I honestly don't know how many of the party members would even notice. They're all kind of up to their own bullshit right now.
Yeah.
Some of us are intoxicated right now.
Yeah, now I was just like, no, yeah, I'll probably, God, this place is good. I think.
Also still riding the high of pissing off Katara.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think I would go through. Because all three are pretty viable. I'm just gonna go through the front entrance.
Okay. You walk in and you see the same sight that was just explained to Nico, and I think maybe the only person who was in a position right now to notice you is Moss, as he's kind of just looking around, playing his lute, or the lute. You don't know if it's his, while the rest of the party, minus your brother, are dancing, hanging out. Nico's kind of looks like Nico just arrived at the table.
Tapping her foot. Nico's actually tapping her foot.
Yeah, tapping her foot.
Jamming.
Yeah.
Doing this, like, I think, I guess assuming, I would point to like Kuno's room and like raise like to like Moss, like be like make eye contact and just point to it and like just like waiting for a nod or shaking his head. Okay.
Just kind of shrugs and keeps playing.
I don't know.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Yeah, then I think he would knock on Kuno's door. Is he still here fucking giggling?
You do a little bit, yeah.
No.
You hear like glass like clinking together, as the chandelier is kind of doing its thing.
Oh my god.
Hell.
It was like, oh, and like it's. I'm assuming it stops because he puts away Kelsey.
Yeah.
It stops, but momentum doesn't just cease. So the chandelier is still shaking. There's a couple things that are still kind of like finishing their momentum.
Kuno will like open the door, but only poke his head out to buy time. Oh, what's up, bro?
What? What? What are you doing?
It's going to look awkward, and he opens the door, and you just kind of see that like the whole room is like shaking.
Like the whole like shaking how?
Saurin?
Like
Besides the chandelier that's shaking, sorry, Kuno, you can describe in a second.
Yeah,
I think for sure this looks like Kuno's room growing up. Just like the disarray, the messiness, but like the playful messiness.
Yeah,
just like
smaller earthquake hit it.
Things are like where Kuno knows they are.
Yes,
yeah,
but not like necessarily where they
belong. Yeah.
How long have you?
Who says that? Huh? Who says they have a place that belong?
He knows where they are, but they're not where they should be. At least this one.
Yeah, just kind of closes the door, and it seems Kelsey has more powers than I thought.
Like, to mess up your room?
Yeah, she seemed to possess other objects.
What do you mean? Like possess as in she goes into other objects, or she just manipulates them from the sword?
Frankly, I don't know the difference.
Well, Well, that means she leaves your sword, goes to other objects, or can she do it multiple items at once?
Yeah, I don't know how. It's objects for moving. That's all I saw.
Okay. You have to ask her.
Probably have good news, yeah?
The start of the conversation, Kuno is just like a little out of breath and it's a little concerning.
I actually...
His cheeks are rosy.
I actually do have good news. She's here.
Kuno's eyes kind of widen. You told me you would never play a trick on this again. You say she's not here?
She is here.
Oh, okay.
She here, as in, like, the city of Bashir.
You saw her?
No. But I was told that she is here, but she will come to us.
By who?
By Katara.
Ah. Why not just say that?
Why not just say that? Because why tell someone everything if you don't have to?
He's gonna just kind of look at you. Well, I was going to ask anyways, who knows that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep it a secret if you ask, but why tell if you get the point either way?
But how does Lady Katara know where Amazar is?
She is a god.
I suppose, but why is she telling us now?
Because she knows. She said she was close. We were on the right path. But she confirms that she is here. And she is. She knows we are here. We are here.
I suppose she does not want to reach out to us.
I think she is waiting for the opportune moment because I think of her position in the city could be compromised. Is maybe the right word. I don't know exactly what games she might be playing, but I think she has carved out a piece of the city for herself. It seems like.
You don't think she has anything to do with Shadow Clan?
She might. Knowing our mother?
Mm-hmm. It would be a good place to hide.
If you want to hide from our father, that would be the perfect place to hide. In plain sight, but not really.
Perhaps we wait a couple more days and then we approach them. Or find the lead.
Yeah, I don't know how. I think once we gain favor with the Stormhoof, we ask them how we might curry favor with them. How one does, have they heard anything? And if not, I mean, I assume that we have done them a huge service in providing them this item. And it would be a fall under the bounds even if they were to tell us how. I don't think that would be stepping bounds, right?
Would it raise suspicions of us?
I don't think so. More out of a curious nature. I'm sure people ask because they are so mysterious in general. I wouldn't personally know, but I mean, as a person, I am also curious.
Well, then we shall continue waiting.
Why are you in your room when everyone else is out there?
I was just waiting for you to get back.
You didn't have to.
It was just a precaution, so if someone asked me, I wouldn't accidentally tell them. It's happened in the past.
That was gone. It's I wouldn't care if they got it out of you.
But I didn't know the magnitude of where you were going.
I just didn't want them to look for me. It's the thing.
They're pretty good at looking for things, so I was just being precautious. I spoke to Kelsey in the meantime, so it was not a waste of my evening.
That's fair, but knows that if they did get a secret out of you like that, I would not be mad. They are who they are. I know. I have seen their abilities. You have Nico who can just probe into your mind to find out what I told you. So, if they really wanted to find something, I wouldn't fault you for telling them.
Elton.
But I appreciate you keeping that secret either way.
Yeah. Did Kitara tell you anything else? Did you ask about father?
Did not ask about Faza. The one time I tried to talk to Faza, he left me on. He didn't respond, so I assumed he didn't want to hear from us, so I'm not going to ask about his whereabouts or his well-being because he seems to not care about ours. So.
Are we going to tell him that we found her?
I don't know yet.
It's so close, but
I think we need to talk to our mother before we tell Faza anything.
we need answers first. Yeah.
And maybe that will answer our question of whether we tell Faza or not. Kuno, things are going to be happening, and I just want to know if no matter what, you have my back.
Also, I don't think that is ever to be of question. You know I have your back.
Is that yours?
Are you worried about something?
Worried is not the right word. More. I don't know. I don't know I don't know the word, but I don't know what I am feeling right now, but it is not worried.
As you are anticipating something?
Yes. Things are moving quickly. And I just want to know if when things do happen, that we will be on the same side.
Is what you are doing on the same side of what Father wants? Or what you want?
I think it's more of what I want and what our maiden wants.
Well, if the maiden, then I suppose you will not tell me the details for my sake.
If you ask, I mean, I am telling you what I was told as well. Maybe skipping a few things, but she is very secretive. She said soon, basically. But maybe in due time I'll tell you everything.
Yeah.
I just don't know if she wants you to know, is the thing.
I understand. She has a plan for me as well. I will soon hear what she has to say.
that she does. So, are you going to go join? Are we going to join the drunken circle dancing?
Yeah, but perhaps we catch up to their speed, and Kuno will just like pull a bottle of wine that he.
Kuno's just like, drunken circle dancing. Let's go! Oh shit! That's my favorite activity.
Do you want to know why they did not invite me?
Amon did knock on the door.
No, he avoided the door because I was laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was about to knock.
On it, yes. He just heard. It's like, no.
So good. All right. You join the festivities.
We have a
Still
meeting
dancing.
later, right? Yes.
You do have a meeting later.
I'm not gonna drink.
I've had at
Amon
least 3 drinks.
Mana's getting more and more like hyped up with the dancing. It's gone from like slow, casual ball dancing to like almost like barnyard, like fucking what is it? What's that one? Hoedown. Yeah, hoedown. Fucking kicking the feet up. Fucking going in rhythm. Like
Kuno's
making it
joined
more
in, but
merry.
he's just throwing punches. Like he's just moshing.
Jesus.
Moshing.
Yeah, throw it out.
You do a roundhouse kick and fucking knock him on out.
Oh, did I get you?
Everyone roll a
That's the
d12,
game.
and that's how much damage you take over the course of the
Kuno
next couple
dancing.
hours of Kuno
Kuno just throws like
dancing.
a chair.
Oh my god. 6 damage you do to me.
Kuno, you
have
broke my
tavern
nose.
But I'm gonna turn it over to you guys. This is your party.
Right,
Your
roll for initiative.
celebrations. Yeah, roll for initiative.
Apparently, I take 11 damage.
Yeah, Moss is
Oh
getting-
no, Niall!
I got now right.
I
in the
really can't
Achilles.
hold my liquor, so
I'm safe. I'm not in the dancing.
Yeah, you're slightly outside the circle, just playing your instruments, keeping it chill.
I
Kuno's
got
been
a
eyeing you down,
12.
Oh my god, Aqua.
What?
Jesus.
On 12 damage.
Kuno's
12
just
damage.
actually punching
rolling for
Aqua in the
damage?
face.
Because of Kuno's mosh
I
pit.
memed and said roll a
What
d12
dice?
because of fucking his dancing.
Kuno's just actively beating the shit out of
I was just curious of like what I'd roll. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
12.
Just,
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, there were just 3 unarmed strikes from Kuno.
Oh my god.
which is
I'll-
fair.
you said
I
the
think
first one was an
3
accident.
accidents. 3 accidents. I think that's fair. I think that's totally valid.
I just
Please
took
come
mental damage from being drunk.
But yeah, what's the celebration?
I'm going to take a breather after the 3 punches and go sit beside Nico.
like a bell dings and Aqua's like carried out.
Oh, it looks like your eye might be swelling a little bit.
I can't catch a break. Oh my god. Do you have? Wait.
Wow.
Why would you have ice? I have ice. I'm just gonna make some ice in my hand and just hold it right here.
Kuno's just like, I won. Everyone like backed away. It's like,
Kuno has a
I'm winning.
5-foot circle around him.
I need another drink.
But
Don't
he's
let me
a
finish this
paladin
bottle
aura.
I'm on.
huh? What do you do?
Don't let me finish this bottle. I'm gonna start downing.
Kuno has a dance floor aura just like a
This
paladin.
dude like looks at you and it's like
It's
looks away. It's just like letting you finish the bottle.
So,
Yes.
What took you so long to get here?
Oh, well, I've been working on work. I've got some more ideas. I need to get some things. I need to ask politely for some things, which is the hardest part, but
That's what Sunstone hurt. Okay. I thought it was something else.
What? What did the horse hear?
I don't have a horse.
Fey like mythical creature, right? Not a horse. Yes.
She just heard tinging and giggling and
barky kind of sounds. Squeaking. That's what it was. Squeaking.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no barking. There's definitely no barking.
Sparking. Spark. Not bark.
Oh, right.
Bark.
Nico just barks while she
Nico's
works.
got some weird rituals to get more upgrades.
And still, you know, like, you weren't here. The brothers weren't here. I thought you had a wife. So I'm a little jealous. So, you know, like, I just, like...
What? Is that... Are you... Aqua, what are you really trying to get at?
How'd you get a wife?
Oh!
I've been looking that up every day.
Man, I'm so glad.
Not saying that I'm into women. It's just, you know, you found a significant other. And by the way, we still gotta look for a gift for her, right?
It's true. I had completely forgotten.
Same, my bad. But like,
My bad.
either way, like how'd you find her? How'd you woo her?
Oh, goodness. Well, you know, you really, if I had advice to share, I'm not really the person you should ever ask for advice about anything. I'm a little morally challenged. But
every love is different, so.
Yeah, no,
Morally
of course.
challenged. That's great.
But you know, they're a very well-accomplished alchemist from where we're from. Ooh. So I just really admired her work and visited the shop quite often, and you know, just struck up a conversation, as the kids do, right? You just talk to people. It's difficult, I know, but it's really you're very good at it. I think it shouldn't be that hard for you.
I like how the only two people to canonically have a wife are not the people you should be asking on how to get a wife.
Yet you guys got a wife somehow. So.
It's like, I don't know what happened. Just one day that's how it was.
That's how it be, man. That's how it be. Ugh.
Interesting. So, so just talking?
Well, no, not just talking, but you know, you share like an energy, a passion for something. You get whatever you get excited about. Hopefully, they get excited about the same thing. You know, before I became a wizard, I used to just build little automatons, kind of like Mork, but not alive, more like puppets, like mechanical ones. So she thought it was interesting. So it was something that we could both get excited about and share our own specialties for what we do with each other.
Ooh, I have an idea. Perfect. I'm not going to say it out loud, but thank you.
I'm just watching it play over your face, but I'm concerned.
You might be. We'll figure it out later. But like, okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how'd the Mork tinkering go, though? Sorry to change that subject.
Oh yeah, no. Just before I answer that question, who you asking about? There, Aqua.
No.
You know.
Just
No.
No.
Well.
No.
Jesus Christ.
It hurts.
Oh my god.
You're just asking for the scientific knowledge. Is that just a genuine curiosity, right?
Yeah. I'm not helping myself, am I?
No.
Oh.
But all right. But
I don't know.
Yes. You don't know.
Well, it's weird. I don't really understand love. Like the love I've seen is based off of the books that my mom reads, and then just watching my mom grow up. I don't know, like she's just, I don't know what that kind of love is like. So I don't know the feelings that I have, or what exactly are they?
Right. Well, how about you just start with finding common interests and genuine connection with whomever you're maybe thinking about, and just have more chit chats. Start there, and then maybe you'll figure it out.
Okay. That might be hard, but okay.
I believe in you.
At least one of us does. Well, that's cool. Mork's okay though?
Yeah, I need maybe I could use her help. I need to ask Amon for something. I need I think it's turned into a ball form now, but I just need, I'm just gonna start like holding up Mork like he's Mr. Potato Head and like spinning him around, and I'm gonna like start pointing out to Aqua all the little cracks and stuff that's in Mork, and be like, okay, well, I need to fill these, but not just like fill them physically, but I need the right material to fill them. So I think Amon has it, but we've been quite let's say it, icy with each other, which is quite annoying. It's impeding progress. So I need to get this material from them.
Well,
it's inconvenient.
Have you patched up? Like, have you heated up the ice then? Like,
with Amon?
Yeah.
No, I think the last time that I talked to Amon, I was even ruder than they were. No, I was just continuing down the path of rudeness. So it's a work in progress.
Well, if more music's playing, you can dance with him and then like have like a that might be different. Well, like, but if you think about it, like, you ask him for a dance, or I get him to ask you for a dance, and then you can like kind of like truce it out as you're talking and dancing, and then
I mean, to
and
be
then like
fair,
kinda get
there's probably a lot of small people in the Feywild. So I don't think the height difference is the problem.
do that, or like maybe one sit around the campfire and watching the campfire songs. You could like have a discussion then and patch it up. Like, how soon do you need this thing?
Oh well, we've got enough of a workshop I could get cracking. My original thought I was gonna just try to like buy it off of him, and it seems easier.
Well,
keep things transactional.
I don't think Amon needs money. Actually, I think he's the boss of this group right now with the money. So, like, I was gonna say, like, I mean, you could. I was thinking sugar daddy, okay? Like,
God damn it!
But I didn't know.
That's what I thought you were thinking.
That in. Well, I mean, like, if you want, I can be the middle ground and, like, we could all talk. I just sit here going, now, Mon, let Nico speak her feelings. Oh my gosh, have you heard of the feeling stick?
Oh, goodness. No?
It's this great thing me and my mom used to do with each other.
Yeah,
actually,
have you heard of it?
Rock, but we can use a stick instead because it's a lot easier. So what you do is you just grab a stick, and the person who's holding the stick gets to say their feelings, and no one else is allowed to interrupt. And then once you're done, you put the stick back on the table or on the ground or however you're doing it, and then another person can pick it up and speak. And if someone breaks the feeling stick, well, you get to break their leg. But like,
that part I'm good at.
Fuck?
You don't break the feeling stick. Everyone's got feelings.
Yes, ma'am.
But either way, that's an idea.
I will consider it.
Aqua definitely
seems like
got in trouble for breaking some kid's legs for.
He broke some random.
You play the game.
Just for like stomped and bent.
Maybe.
She's got the strength for it, so.
No.
It's like kick him in.
Or like I can do you want me to go quickly talk to Amon right now?
No.
Not about the feelings, Nick. Just that you want to ask him a question.
No, I got this. And I'm gonna spin awkwardly out of this conversation and waltz up to Amon. Waltzen? Amon, I have a business proposition for you.
He stops mid dance, looks down.
Avoiding Kronos punches.
Yeah, it's.
He stops and it gets punched in the face.
I will humor this proposition.
I just kind of back away and then join Aqua.
Oh yeah.
So it's just Kuno on the dance floor.
Come on, guys,
You guys are both dodging fists.
I'm gonna fumble open my bag of holding and pull out. I have no concept of how large they are, but the purple worm sacks.
About the size of your head, a little smaller.
Great. I'll start with one. I'll pull one out. I am currently working, Amon, on a repairing Mork, and I need you had this
Is Nico looking up and down up?
Yeah, I can't make eye contact.
Amon is going to clear his throat. Just go and
Clear.
you put the nutsack away.
Stop. There's absolutely no need for that.
Let's
Jesus Christ.
And he's gonna point towards the table that has the liquor on it, and he's gonna walk over and grab 2 glasses and pour some whiskey for the both of them. Hand you a glass.
All right. You picked up that it used to control, I think, an airship. I think I could use parts of it, not all of it. Just I need a chunk to repair Mork's little body tingles.
His little body. His
My
supple
Ethereum.
body.
So I
Ethereum
propose a trade
chair.
for the purple worm. It's a very expensive poison. I found it in the sack.
Yeah. Amon is going to push forward the whiskey that he poured you. Share a drink with me, Nico.
Okay. We do have important business dealings later, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm not asking you to drink the whole bottle. Just share a drink with me.
Nile of the Kronos.
And Amon will push his back. Or Amon will push his whiskey back. Technically speaking, the ore that I have is of no use to me anymore. Wasn't really much use to me in the first place. I don't have much value in it. What I do want in trade is stories.
What kind of stories?
Have you let it known? Does everybody in the group know that you have a wife, or is that just bubbly?
I think I only told Aqua and Nile.
Okay. You ever have anyone important in your life, Nico?
I do.
Who were they? Who are they to you?
What was that?
Huh?
They're forever.
I'm sorry.
Partner in crime, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah, your mic cut out the first
I think it cut a little bit. I was just like, I didn't get all of that.
Everyone just went.
No, all good, all good.
all I heard was they're forever. It's like,
They're forever.
They're forever.
what?
Eyes glaze over.
Yeah. Amon will nod. They have a name?
Verona. She's a better half, so to speak.
He chuckles at that. Mine was Talia. My better half.
Hmm.
You miss them?
It's a way to put it. Every day.
It never goes away. But the least we can do is find bits of them in other people. And he looks to the rest of the group. And then he will lean over to his satchel, pull out the ore ball, and hand it over.
I'll reach out a little handshake.
So grab it.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's not a problem.
Mark will remember this. He doesn't remember much right now. Well, I'll remember it too, but I'll make sure Mark knows who to be grateful to.
Just nods.
Mark will
And then he does that old man like get up, like he's like ugh, grunts as he gets up. He's like,
Bones cracking.
I'm gonna go back to the celebrations. You should
Enjoy
join
your
us.
two-step.
It's fun.
I can try.
It's fun. Even if you don't know what you're doing, it's fun.
And points at Kuno.
That's true, actually. Kuno, roll a performance check. I don't think I've ever made you roll yet.
He's punching flawlessly. Please be great.
I want it to be amazing.
I
amazing
need it to be
horrible.
amazing on either end of the spectrum.
Spinning Nico. Just
Oh my god! Plus
That's
2.
crazy.
Let's go.
His punching dance is flawless.
It is flawless. It's beautiful.
It's like a mixture of like Krav Maga and martial arts.
Oh my god. Yeah.
There's a roundhouse kick.
He does that thing where you like get down and spin on your head in a circle.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Kuno.
Nico, do you immediately head back to the workshop or do you hang out with the group?
I feel really weird, like Irish goodbying now, so I'm just gonna stay and like sit. You know when you're at a wedding and you're like sitting at the table like close to the DJ, but you're not the dance people, so you're just like gonna sip my cocktail through a straw really slowly.
I haven't had good whiskey like this in so long.
Hi, Niall.
Amon will scoop what little whiskey is left in the bottle out of Niall's hand.
Fuck you.
You said not to let you finish it.
And we do have a meeting in like an hour.
Fuck me.
Ooh,
Ooh,
you okay?
you good?
Pat you on the shoulder, Niall.
Are you okay?
You're not much of a
Need some
talker
water?
anyways.
Yes.
Is Niall
Here,
drunk?
I'm on.
How many
Yes.
did I have?
Actually, make a Constitution saving throw now.
Looks at
Niall can have
third
little
of
like that's
whiskey
why he doesn't
left.
drink.
Yeah, third of whiskey left in the bottle. Quite a bit.
Also, I'd like to point out
13.
eye contact with Nico going, thumbs up, yeah! You did it!
13's not bad. How much of that bottle are you drinking?
Well,
Most of it.
I got through a lot of it until Amon finally took it away.
Okay.
Let's say
Make-
there's
make-
one
make a-
third left of the bottle.
Yeah.
1/3 left of the bottle.
Yeah, 1/3
Um,
left.
Make another Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Yeah. I make really smart decisions, guys.
Well, Niall's been through a lot.
Yeah.
This is the first time the group's actually had a chance to.
That's a
true.
12.
12. You're holding on pretty well.
Okay.
It's that
You're
growth spurt.
definitely you're in that state where like you're not quite as drunk as you kind of want to be, but you're still acting it to kind of like make it so, right? Like be what you want to be type thing. So honestly, within an hour after Amon's cut you off, you're probably gonna be okay for the meeting.
Okay, cool. Not gonna ruin this meeting.
Which kind of pisses you off.
Yeah.
You're looking around for another bottle, but they're all like just.
Who's all been drinking? Out of all of us, I know Amon's been drinking.
Mostly Niall.
Yeah,
Kudo.
Niall's been drinking
most of the alcohol.
Kudo drank a little bit, but Niall's been drinking enough for the.
I was
for
gonna
the-
say,
Has Niall reached the
Yeah,
point
one.
where they're demanding everyone take shots with them?
Maybe.
You do a shot.
no.
You gotta do a
Let's
shot.
do
with
shots.
me.
You haven't
gotta
done
do
one
a
yet.
shot.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah,
I know I know you're hiding from me because you don't want to take a shot.
Moss is
Marco, how do you
playing,
feel
hasn't
about
drank
drinking?
anything yet.
Moss is like playing.
It's like you, Moss.
Mind if there was no
Mine
meeting
is
after
not.
this.
Fuck, they're meeting.
Yeah. Like, I'm fine with just one drink to be like, woo, we did it, but that's it. Because, woo, a meeting.
No, I need
About our woo reward.
a lot more.
Why?
I mean, you ever heard of liquid courage?
That.
Yeah.
Well, why do you need courage?
Because I'm meeting with the person that's, partially why my town is under siege constantly.
Fair.
I
You have
hand
no idea how much
back-
restraint it's been taking me not to shoot everyone in this town right now.
I hand back the bottle.
Thank
Well,
you.
what if it's not all the townspeople's choice? I mean, if it is, then I take back my comment. But what if it's only the councilor's choice and the people are just doing what they're told?
I still want to kill the council people.
Okay, that part's fair. I understand that. But you can't blame everyone in town.
I hate when you're logical.
Hey, it's called friendship.
I drink more.
A lot more.
You can save it for after, and then you have no meeting to get in the way of your drinking.
Yeah, we
Fine.
can get shit-faced after the meeting.
I can't wait to get shit-faced after this meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't drink, kids.
You guys are ridiculous. I love it. Oh,
Trying to be responsible, but not responsible.
it's great.
Drink responsibly.
How much longer do we have until the meeting?
Like 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours.
You could
I'll
drink
try to,
some
like,
more.
Awkwardly
fine.
slip out then. After like half an hour. I got work to do.
Sure.
We have to discuss the gift. Talk about that.
You go back to the workshop.
Yes. Treasure in tow.
Let's see here.
So anyway,
Need
I
some
was-
tinkering music here.
Ooh.
I was 3 sheets to the wind right before my meeting.
Right, where we have serious
And
demands
that's how
for a
I
better
ended
reward.
the war.
And that's how I ended the war. Niall telling his
Battles.
anyone who's gonna listen.
I'm a hero.
I'm a hero,
saved
damn
this
it.
fucking town.
I saved all of your lives. You don't even know it yet. I was there.
I was there, man.
I was there, man.
Okay. Nico. You head back to the workshop again, definitely mostly for show and kind of the antiquaries, but enough working equipment, maybe some that needs to be cleaned, for you to fire up a kiln here to melt down the moonstone and the Ethereum that you were given. make a tinker check using your intelligence modifier, please, as you are attempting to play that game of, well, in this case, potentially making a new alloy, if these metals will bond, between Moonstone, a seemingly sentient, or at least a metal that is willing to accept sentience, and Aetherium, a seemingly inert metal. Both on the outsides of Arcana.
Cool. I'm gonna use my portent to give myself a 17 on the die. So plus 8. I assume add proficiency.
Yep.
So 25?
25. Okay. You begin the delicate work of fusing these fusing these metals together, and it is a balancing act. You're trying to have them mix the same way that you would mix oil and water, where they naturally do not want to stay in this form, and you need to get them to a certain level of consistency, and then in this case, rapidly cool them before they can separate. It's a fine balance. After about an hour or so, take some time for you to warm up the kiln and get everything melted down. The Moonstone having a very low melting temperature, only about 160 degrees. You perfect the ratio at about, not that this is super relevant, but just so you have it in case it comes up in the future. So it's 61% Moonstone to about 39% Aetherium. And it forms a alloyed compound.
Okay. So I have more then of the materials that I had if I needed it again.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You would have quite a bit.
All right. And do I have enough? Do I feel as though I have enough time I can start patching more cut? Pipetting it into his little scenes?
You you break out the tweezers, which is what it's going to take to get this done. You do have to remove more of the area in order to get into kind of the finer areas. You're going to have to cut Mork open in order to fix everything properly. You don't have the necessary equipment to do it remotely.
Oh my god. This is Mork surgery?
This is Mork surgery.
Not the Mork surgery.
Okay, I can't do that alone. I don't have the right spells for that. I don't have... I'm gonna need to consult. Does Saurin know enough about robot physiology to be helpful? I need an anesthesiologist is really what I need.
Is Saurin considered an anesthesiologist?
In a manner of speaking.
We have to a doctor.
he's our primary care physician, but you know.
And surgeon.
GP.
Yep.
GP.
General practitioner.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't have anywhere near the spells I would think I would need. I don't know if Saurin would either. Okay. Because Mork is like not just like a robot that's animated. He's like gooey on the inside, right? No, he's an animated robot.
He's mostly animated robot. He does have some fleshy parts that connect to like his eyeball, for example. Seems to have some sort of nervous system. Yeah, there's some follicle growth there. There is some flesh that seems to be a part of the wiring. And in fact, that is part of what you're repairing. This kind of neural tissue and metallic cable is basically what you've made an artificial version of making this alloy.
I have to ask 2 different grumbly people for help today. What universe have I walked in on? Yeah, I'll hold off for now. And just ruminate on what types of spells that a blood cleric might have that might be able to help me out.
Okay. I'll say as you let it, I almost said dry, as you let it cool enough to become a solid, you have roughly 2 pounds of lunatherium, which is the alloy you've created.
Ooh. Cool. Very cool.
All right. You release Mork from the vice grip.
Yeah, I'll let Mork go back to wherever we're sleeping, so he can go back to because he always builds a little trash nest. So this place is permanent enough, I feel. So I'll let Mork have some time, so that he can build his little trash bed nest.
Okay.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then I guess I'll tootle around to go find Saurin.
Okay, Saurin, what are you up to at the moment?
Just
watching your brother.
Just amused by Kuno. Kind of like, I think he's probably like rubbing his hand, watching Kuno, because he's probably like, just like, is it like making sure it doesn't wipe the tattoo doesn't wipe off.
It does not, but I'll say even in the couple hours it's been since you received it, it's not as bright as it was.
It's not as bright.
It seems to be temporary.
Damn, I got a temporary tattoo.
Oh shit.
Dude.
That was the little dampness you felt. She licked your hand and then stuck you with a temporary tattoo.
Yeah, she
that's how she does it. Yeah.
Pull the paper away.
Yeah.
It would turn out well. Because so many times the freaking tattoo pulls away and you only have
garbage.
Yeah. Freaking temporary tattoos, man.
Man, ridiculous.
Can I make would I know how much time I have left before this might wear off, or is it just like once it's done, it's done? Like until I can.
You know enough just from how long it's been and how much it's faded that it likely won't last more than a day or so.
Okay, so I got to talk to Moss tonight.
Yeah, you got 24 hours.
Moss and maybe others. Who knows? You don't know if it's one time or not. You have no idea.
Yeah, well, I gotta talk to Moss first. I feel like that's
Everyone
probably.
hold hands, kumbaya.
Yeah, everyone hold hands real quick. Someone, no, not Kuno, not Kuno. He's already. Someone else hold my left hand. Moss, yeah, you
specifically my left.
Yeah, specifically my left hand. Yeah, that's. But like after he realizes like he's got time, he's like, shit. You got fucking people to talk to. Have you heard the good news?
Thank you for your work. And just starts shaking people's hands. Yeah.
Yeah. Just swords like, don't shake anyone's hand.
Yeah, you guys are welcome to kind of fast forward to when the meeting takes place. You guys went through a lot. If there's things you want to talk about,
Nico was looking.
I want to talk to Saurin first.
Okay.
Yeah.
You find him awkwardly off to the side of the group, almost like perpendicular to where Moss is not awkwardly off to the side of the group playing music.
Perfect. It's my favorite corner of any party. Yeah, Saurin.
Yes.
How much do you know about robots or automatons?
Not too much. We We did have someone who was more familiar with automatons at our manor, but our focus was elsewhere. Usually.
Right. So not automatons. What about extraplanar physiology?
What do you need?
Okay. Well, all right. So you know how I've been working on Mork and repairing Mork because there's clearly more. Mork is very broken and he just needs a little bit of a patch up.
Yeah.
So I need to do surgery on Mork.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want Mork to suffer in the process. Because I assume, like any other living thing, that he feels pain. So you're the pain guy. You're the pain man. You're the man who bleeds. You've I thought maybe you'd be able to help with like a I don't know, like a blocker or a keeping him like immobilizing him isn't the problem. I just need to keep him happy.
Perhaps I might have a spell, but it might be. Let me look at the spell.
Or maybe we can put our magical noggins together and I don't know, MacGyver something.
If willing, you let me take a look. I mean, you have the knowing. You probably know more what you are looking for in fixing him, but
the fixing I can do.
Yeah.
I just want him to be stable so he doesn't die on the table and not suffering actively.
Question. Would calm emotions I wouldn't be able to use it today because I don't have it equipped, but would calm emotions be close to what we're looking for?
It's magical, but it's very rudimentary. I would allow a little bit of flavor if you wanted to roll for something with the casting of calm emotions and potentially amplify it with a blood sacrifice.
Yeah.
In order to basically calm something so much that it passes out.
Just I could do that. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be today if you need to pray or whatever you do to make your magic work.
I need to I do not have the capabilities to calm someone enough to make them able to have surgery upon them today.
Okay. But do you think it's something you could do?
Probably. I don't see why not.
Oh my goodness. Mork will remember this.
Hopefully.
Yes. In a good way, not in a terrible way. God, that's the second time. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he will remember this being. He's still alive after this siege.
Yes, and see, and then if he starts to crash on the table, you're there to just go, or
like a quick,
CPR
just
on a robot.
I can just heal.
Or, yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you. This is exciting. Oh my gosh.
You're welcome. Why? What do you what damage do you see on Mark?
Well, it's more than just you know how it looks like someone's taken a bite out of his head? Like he's got a large dent, but it's also sparking. So I don't know if he jumped through a hole and he chomped on it. But his entire body, if you really look at him, it's almost it's covered in a spider web of cracks, basically. And his creature type, his people, I guess, normally they're part of a large hive mind. Have you ever heard of how honeybees work? Where they're all kind of connected on one big brain? Or ants?
Maybe, yeah.
They're kind of they all serve, they're all just little servants that serve the greater whole, right? Mork's supposed to be like that, or at least I think so. And he does stuff just fine, but he doesn't really follow order like a regular Modron would. So I just want to. I assume he'd be happier if he was not severely traumatically injured. So I just want to put him back together.
If we fix him, what would that mean for, like, he was a part of something else? What's stopping him from going back to that?
If he wants to go back, then I guess he goes back.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really stop him if he decides to shift out of existence. But maybe he's not really connected to that hole anymore at all, and he's just one little Morky boy in a big Morky world. I'm not sure.
Things are just like, what? Okay, just like, yeah, sure.
This is Mork's world. We're just living in it.
Yeah. But yeah, I should be able to help you with that.
I appreciate it. I look forward to whatever happens when we fix him.
I'm very curious.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I'll tootle away.
Two people who don't know how to end a conversation.
Just moonwalk out of there.
Soren was thinking Soren's thinking like, it's like, okay, well, there's one. I could turn this in my favor. Just like, eventually. I have this, and then we can do a job well done.
High five.
But that'll be after this. If I still have that tattoo by then. If it's not a one-time thing.
Okay. You guys continue to enjoy the merriments and the liquor and the various food that is brought to you all. Meanwhile, Nico is making plans and Saurin is thinking about what his next move is. We are going to take a break.
Oh, muzzle.
We will be back in about we'll say about 10-15 minutes. And kind of go from there. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll be back soon.
Drink responsibly, kids.
Kids.
Yes, kids drink responsibly. Adults, you can...
What's the bit?
Nothing.
Well, we only have half the people here for a bit.
Where's our bit?
I got some gummy bears.
No, we got most. We got most of this.
I got cookies.
I'll come back in the land of living. There we go.
I need to go to this grocery store. I was like, I'm looking for some chips, but all I have is tortilla chips, and I was like, and no salsa. So it's like,
just tortilla chips. That's like eating paper.
I
love
salt. That, considering that's literally what I'm eating right now.
I love tortilla
salsa,
chips.
It's great. Me too.
I don't.
Okay. Tortilla chips, but our top tier chip, because like it depends on what kind of tortilla chip you get. Like if you get I got some good ones that aren't like just like eating cardboard.
Like there's some of like the plain ones.
Mm-hmm.
They're bad.
Like I feel like
but if they're well
eating...
seasoned.
Yeah, I don't like them like as long as they're not like crazy salt, too like crazy amounts of salt or not enough salt. I like that. And they have a good crunch, and they're not the time that when you dip them in the salsa, because I like salsa, they just break. So
that's just a bad chip then.
That's just a bad
chip.
Not past the chip vibe check.
So anyways, Dungeons and Dragons. Oh no, the cat wants out. She's no longer sleepy.
Well, it's a cat. It's gonna want to go out and in over.
No, it was sleeping beside Kim literally the first half of the session.
Oh.
Wait. Did we forget that it's dinner time for the cat? Is that why? We did. Oh
shit,
no.
I forgot about feeding Arya.
The whole point of taking a break at 8:30 was to feed the cat, so she's not
furious.
going crazy.
You have to be good cat parents.
All right.
No, she's eating. It's just her wet food. She's just a little princess about her wet food.
A little spoiled.
She'll
a little
be
spoiled.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
she has her kib.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
If she's that hungry, she will eat it.
That's true. Okay. Anything else before we zoom forward to your little meet and greet with I don't think you guys were given the name of the leader of the Stormhoof clan? Just his title?
Nope. Just that he was the leader. And that Leia was.
They have a schnorgly title though, don't they?
Yeah. I feel like I gave that to you. I'm just trying to pull up my notes.
I am going to tell everyone to keep me in check.
Oh. They're the Sea Lord.
The Sea Lord, yes.
It's on my foresight sticky note.
Or actually, rather, there's a few that are, there's the main person, but there are a few of them that are known as the Sea Lords, which is their kind of inner circle. But there's one specific individual who is the actual governor of the clan.
Sea Lord has just an amazing ring to it. Like, it's just so cool.
It's a good name.
It's like Sea Lord or just a regular old lord. Ugh.
Just a Sea boring old lord.
Sea Lord. Lord of Edinburgh. Sea Lord of Edinburgh. Kind of cool. I don't even know if Edinburgh can access the sea, so don't quote me ever. Don't.
But even if they can't, if they have a Sea Lord, even better.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Sea Lord, but
that's just crazier. Landlocked Sea Lord. Yeah.
Nothing's cooler than fraud.
Why does Landlocked Sea Lord sound like a TV series?
It's an Adult Swim animated series.
It's like Real Housewives. It's like Landlocked Sea Lords.
It's someone
from the creators of Ice Road Truckers.
Yeah, or it's like someone trying to not get sued by Mad Max.
Yeah,
basically, because they have cars.
It's great. It's great.
Ooh, kitty.
So many kitties. It's great. Yeah, I'll say it's in the later afternoon. But eventually you guys get a knock at the door. And you ignore it. No.
Don't answer it.
And we don't. And they can hear you partying on the inside, but nobody answers the door.
We hear scratches. We're like,
you hear Kronos going again.
No one's ever knocked at the door before.
Are we being hailed? How do you answer a hail?
Amon will just go and open the door.
Open the door. Go. Someone get the door.
I'll go and make sure you don't go and kill him.
Kill who?
Lord person.
The Lord person.
That I would
that
kill?
would be hilarious. If you got told to kill, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be really funny.
It'd be really
Don't
funny.
say it like that.
Sure, you don't kill. I thought you said me. Okay.
No, you won't kill him, but I might kill him.
Oh, yeah. I'll make sure. I'll tie you up. It's fine.
Whoa, tie you up. Whoa.
This whole session, everyone is just so spicy.
I think this whole session's an innuendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to think of a clever title. Damn it.
Just call it innuendo.
Hero.
You open the door, Amon?
Yeah, Amon opens the door.
It is not your boy Reggie. In front of you
Amon is immediately
a...
disappointed for a second.
Slams the door shut.
No, it is a very similarly dressed individual wearing the same type of official garb of the servants of the Citadel. A androgynous-looking half-elf, a little bit taller than yourself, kind of holding their hands behind their back, up nice and proper. I was told to gather you once the Sea Lords arrived. They are ready to be seen upon. Is your and kind of looks over at your shoulder, Amon, at the cacophony that is the rest of the Lost and Found. Are your companions ready to bear witness to your seals?
Looks behind him. Yep. We're good.
Very well. If you would please be so kind as to follow me.
Oh, all right. Hey, everyone. Sea Lords. Come on. Chop, chop. Let's go.
Yep. Get on, get.
Yeah.
All right.
Puts down the guy that he's like holding up by his collar. Oh, okay, coming.
Just some random stranger you picked up from the street.
Where'd he come from?
Yeah, where did he? It's Reggie.
There's Reggie. I found him.
Okay, now remember, we're asking for more. I'm not talking because I will put my foot in my mouth, but we're asking
I'm
for
not
more,
talking
right?
either, so I'll leave that to you guys.
I'm here for the ride.
You're gonna do great, Moss.
Yeah.
Moss, you're going to do great.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Same plan as before.
Just hold his hand out.
Eagle,
I think so.
Splendor, both of us. Yeah.
Yep.
Go
I
in.
think so.
Talk our big game.
Yep. We are
Talk a
good.
big talk.
All right. You guys follow this individual. You're led very much back the way you came, kind of the central chamber where you were given the quest that is definitely legitimate by Lyra. Lyra?
Leia. Like,
Lyra.
Lyra.
Sure.
Definitely an R in her name. That's all I know.
Lyra the liar.
Everyone scrambled to fix their notes. I love it. And then you were led past that room up a, kind of grandiose staircase that then wraps back to a second floor that appears to be another sitting room. This one has much less people. All of them proudly bearing their seals on the front of their attire. In various ways. Some of them are kind of dressed like survivalists, like sailors, maybe with jackets on to kind of have some modicum of decency. But some of them are more fanciful, are more kind of your royal snobbishness. You do see a collection of drow wearing these long black robes, long sleeves, and they are like chittering in a corner. And just from a glance, it looks like they're all women by the looks of it. And they're kind of talking amongst themselves. You hear a little bit of laughter and kind of hushed breath. They don't really pay attention. They don't really see you guys as you walk past them. In other groups, you see a man wearing like an officer's uniform. Does not look to be Bashirin, but you can't quite discern where they might be from. And then you are eventually led to the end of that room, where a set of large doors, about 15 feet tall, your very stereotypical throne room-esque grandiose doors, and the doors push open as this person leading you kind of gets closer to them. And rather than a opulent throne room and villa type escapade or appearance that you see before you, you see a basically conference room. You see a ton of maps on tables, various groups of generals and other military strategists kind of looking over stuff. You see clearly merchants who are kind of talking with another person. And sitting at the end, at the head of a slightly larger table at the far end, you see a older creature. Kind of a the grayish skin that you expected when looking for someone who is of orcish heritage, that kind of, anywhere from a dark purple gray to a green gray and kind of everywhere in between along that spectrum. You get that gray, but it does not form into the casual expected shapes of an orc. Rather, a more elongated face, a more broad shoulder, almost bestial in nature. And you are led towards them. Let's see.
No, I was like, hey, lucky I don't have my piece on me right now.
Just immediately murk this person.
Just tell me. One ball.
Tell me when.
One shot.
That's 2d6. or whatever.
That's a D10.
Is he dead?
No,
Do I kill? Do I crit?
Do I crit?
I didn't crit on my dice, but do I crit?
Does it get to high enough fighter level? I crit a 19,
Please,
right?
please let me crit. Please,
Nico
please.
and the Fabros, you guys can make a intelligence check.
All right.
I love that band.
The Fabros.
Just intelligence?
Nico and the
For a certain flavor.
Not you, Sora, not you.
Not the Blood Brothers.
The Feywild Bros.
The
Feywild
Bros.
And Nico. Just because you come from a very large city.
I was still looking for what dice because I thought I lost.
I'm sorry, straight intelligence?
Yes, just as straight. I don't know if I've seen this before.
19 for me.
19. Masaman, what do you got?
64.
What was the roll again?
Just intelligence, just flat intelligence.
Intelligence. Pretty
17.
bad.
I was muted.
17, okay.
10.
10. Moss and Nico, you have seen these creatures before. Very rare, especially on the material plane. I'd imagine, Moss, you've probably seen more. These are GIF. These are creatures very similar to hippos in terms of appearance. Humanoid hippo-like creatures called the GIF.
Let's go.
So cool.
And it's hard to tell because they do not have the same humanoid features that lend themselves to masculinity or femininity, but the voice seems to be slightly higher pitched than that of a typical masculine voice, as you are greeted over by this person. You've been followed, and there are indeed 7 chairs, all on the far side of the table, so that the front side can be stood upon and kind of looked over. Yes, please. Do find yourselves a seat. I believe you are all members of the proverbial Lost and Found. Is that correct?
Yes, we are.
Great, and this creature kind of smacks their palm down on the table out of kind of excitement acknowledgement, and it's like a very echoing thud and a little bit of a crack you hear. Fantastic. Okay, welcome to the Citadel. Of course, my name is Vela. Vela Stormbreaker. I am the Sea Lord, or Governor of the Stormhoof clan. I believe we owe you a many great thanks for achieving something that, from what Lyra tells me, is impossible.
Right. Well, I mean, we certainly believed it was possible at the time, or at least expected it to be, and merely accomplished what we set out to do. That being said, it was particularly difficult under there.
Yes, well, in a matter of proving one's mettle, I suppose it is only fair that the task be harder than what is expected of the day-to-day, for if you can survive... it kind of looks to Lyra, yes, if you could survive thousands of feet below the frigid ocean, you can survive aboard a merchant vessel, and also in intense negotiations with merchants, such as we are like Lyra, I'm sure, has explained.
Right, of course.
I guess welcome. We usually have some sort of ceremony of sorts, but I'm a little weary from the week. Lyra tells me that there are some conditions of the agreement that she assigned without my permission that you wish to discuss.
And to refresh my memory, what specifically did we...
We wanted a lot of monetary compensation. We also specifically
Yes.
wanted diamonds, like for Revivify and such.
Yeah, what else did we want?
They gave us the wing.
Right.
I don't know if we specifically wanted anything else. Like, just in general, we're going to want to sell our ore and stuff, but now we can.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Did we need any information?
I think the brothers wanted something, whether or not they asked to ask for it.
We're just gonna. I'll end up. Kuno or I will eventually just ask. Kuno, you can take the lead on this one if you want.
And one more thing.
We were hoping in regards to the enormity of the task achieved and the undoubtedly incredibly powerful and dangerous artifacts we've placed into your hands. We were hoping that we might also receive some sort of monetary compensation. Only so that we
you
may
guys
procure...
are going to fit in very well with the Stormwolf clan. Of course, of course. What is it that you recovered exactly that you are wishing to sell, I suppose?
And we still have the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought Lyra had to take it.
Lyra did take it, but you do see it with her.
Okay.
I'm thinking that.
Gesture towards that's what we're selling, right?
We have the Tempest's Embrace, a ancient artifact of the water titan Sephiros, pseudo god of the sea.
Titan. Saurin just under his breath. Correct.
Aren't they the same thing, Saurin?
Oh.
They're not the. Damn it! Fuck.
Damn, I hate these god bullshit.
There's so many names.
A lot of moving parts.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. Right. Lyra, did you summon the Weavers? Yes. Please. Yes, of course. Yes, they are welcome. They are welcome. Yes. You see the drow women that you saw outside be ushered in, preferably known as the Weavers. Weavers, please. We require some level of valuation on this. It has been determined to be an artifact, and from what Lyra could find, it doesn't exist. There is no mention it in the libraries that the scribes were to find, and so I would like to presume some sort of valuation so this could belong to the clan. But these individuals have been so fantastic to locate for us. And one of the Weavers steps forward. Yes, I think we could come to some understanding. Please, Lyra, please. And she kind of gestures her like long, spindly fingers. Her fingernails are like naturally like 2.5 inches long. Like they're not painted or anything. They're just kind of gnarled a little bit, and kind of picks it up with one of her fingernails. And you begin to see Nico. You recognize at least one of the spells that is cast, you recognize and identify, and then as the identify lapses, an even more powerful spell is released. And that will take some time, so while that's happening... And... Was there anything else that you wished to... Lyra made it seem that there was some sort of conditions... you will have all, of course, received a seal, which grants you access to the majority of Bashir, as well as the standard rate for apartments, living situations, beverages, trading access, discounts on traveling via the sea and air, all sorts of things that will help you exist within our city, especially foreigners to establish themselves such strongly is already putting herself quite a few steps forward. But please, let's go through your requests.
Myself, I was curious what the odds were that I might be able to speak to upper government in some sort of professional meeting of sorts to discuss...
For what purpose, if I may ask?
Allegiances and of possible danger from interplanar threats. My party, however, gesturing towards the rest of them, might also have a few requests themselves, but mine is mostly political.
I see. We might be able to accomplish something. I would likely have to attend to this meeting.
Of course.
With you as a sort of guest, but what is it you wish to accomplish? Are you seeking something bigger than the guild? Are you attempting to parlay with the Ryerson government? What?
Hopefully to establish some sort of relationship with the Ryerson government and undoubtedly the guild.
I see. There is some concern, I think, with maybe your understanding of the position that Bashir is in. Let's put a pin in that one, but I can promise you at least a private conversation. You and I can maybe we can perhaps take that one together, perhaps, and see what it is that we can maybe accomplish together. But I will say, regardless of what the Weavers are able to avail this item to, you have completed your contractual obligations, and it will therefore be attained what you have accomplished. But your standing in the guild is still somewhat average for your length in the guild. If you catch my meaning, there is much goodwill, of course, but no
level of accomplishment can replace individual trust. I understand.
Exactly. Time and mutual business, I think, is where we will find
well, we certainly
friendship.
Have mutual business in terms of selling a large quantity of titanium and I believe moonstone as well.
Very well. That is something to consider, of course. You said that was what you were looking for. Was there anyone else who had specificities outside of the contract?
I have a request to make. I'm sure it'll all be documented and you'll learn plenty about it, and I'm sure you've been informed, but we did find the sunken city of Millbury.
That was what the condition was. I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
That's what I couldn't remember.
We found something there that is a danger to the entire plane of existence.
Right. That was the important condition.
Yeah.
You cannot go down there and open it up if we give this to you. the artifact.
The
Because there's
rest
something
of the rest of the city is completely, you do what you want with it, but there is a casket that is guarded by wards and spells of the which I have never seen in my entire life.
predate all of our civilizations.
Yes. Do not touch this one casket. That's the only request I have. As a party, we have.
Very well. There'll need to be some contractual verbiage written up for that regard. But we can definitely discuss terms. I'm interested to know what else you found, if you found a lost sky city. You see her eyes kind of light with almost the glow of gold ducats.
That's
money signs.
exactly what we found.
I think it would have a lot of clout, as it were, with the wizarding folk. At least there's a lot of knowledge down there, so you might be able to
artifacts to be recovered.
Even if you might not use it explicitly, it could be a great bargaining chip.
I see. And did you happen to find any other proof of artifact, or was the main object you attained this? And you see the weavers are making notes and stuff on paper now.
Mostly that one, being that we fought a rather large dragon turtle, we didn't spend much time looking for anything else. But it is a museum of the divine, so one can only imagine that a museum would have more than a single artifact.
Yeah, we just went down what we got what we were looking for, and so was it.
If you need proof that we were down there, though, we brought back the dragon turtle shell.
I believe you. I'm sorry. I think I'm having a similar reaction that Lyra had. This tempest, from what Lyra explained, was simply a means to use the word, I suppose, haze a new group of.
Didn't we have a chest that we had with us? I remember I hooked a chest with some rope and we were dragging it with us.
Did we ever actually bring it all the way back?
Yeah, I don't think we would have brought it with us.
Yeah, we definitely.
I think you have. I don't think you've looked into it yet. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't opened it.
We haven't opened it
because we opened one underwater and ruined it. Yeah. And so we didn't open the second one.
You could have brought. You know what? You could have brought the chest here, and now you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I could open it for them and be like, "This is proof." You know, that's what I would.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay, you open it. There's a little bit of water damage on the inside, but you see a collection of maybe a dozen or so scrolls, finely kind of wrapped.
Nico's like, oh god,
I want it.
Each of them individually tied off. Some of them have seals that are kind of damaged from water and leakage, but
both Maz and Nico are staring.
This is just one chest of many that were found within its depths. We haven't gone through the actual proceedings or what is written on these scrolls, but I'm sure your scribes can go through them and verify any information or whatnot.
Very well. And as he starts responding to you, one of the weavers walks around to the far side of the table where he is, or where she is sitting, and whispers in their ear, and puts a piece of paper on the table. Oh my! Right. So. Okay, this is what we're going to do. The sum of money that this would be reasonably traded for, based on its capabilities, its heritage, its histories, its place in the material plane's order of nature, is not something that I am comfortable paying. But
Keep it then.
this item must remain with the Stormhoof clan. And so, I think negotiations can be opened for several things that I think will aid with you. I must stress that I am but one member of the government here. I have great sway over the economy, and my coffers feed the clans. But I would not garner to say I am the most powerful here. There may be some work yet for you to do in order to gain the audiences that you might be looking for, but I have some ideas about how you might do that. For starters, I think it is only fair, as members of the Stormhoof clan who have cleared the bounty board, as it say, I have a ship that I think would be fitting the lost and found. On loan. It is not yours to keep.
I was about to ask for a ship.
And as Aqua, as you kind of go, he kind of looks to you, he's like, I will tell you that the monthly maintenance of this ship is 1,800 gold pieces. So if it were you to be yours, I don't know if you would be able to keep onto it a long time. And it is a fickle thing to feed as well, so we'll get
What,
there.
ships eat the stuff? What?
This one does, yes.
Does it really?
A steamship or something like that.
You are a trading guild. And
Correct.
although
More
we
than
are
that,
not
but
able-
that is our main mechanism of income, for
Yes.
sure.
Would you be able to get us in any specialty requests in exchange for obviously not paying whatever bounty has been told to you that this artifact is worth?
Would certainly be open to trading lesser artifacts.
Yeah.
Not
We do not
artifacts per se, but
possess
magic item.
Magic is tough in Bashir. You see, anything of value that is found is almost immediately used in the war effort, as I'm sure you've heard. There is a suite of things we can offer, but the best way for us to pay off the enormous bounty that is held to this item is through arrangements. This boat, for example, your apartments in the Citadel that you are welcome to hold on to. Not necessarily discounts in the shop, but there is things to be done. I cannot promise that my merchants will give you things, for they too have to earn a coin, and money goes in and out so quickly that I do not have the sum of money to pay off this debt, let's say, in our banks. But what is it you seek?
I was hoping for lesser magical artifacts or anything of that caliber, anything that we could use to help us in our journey, doing what we do best.
You guys are making it.
Magical instruments, maybe.
Oh.
Potions, salves, anything of that sort.
Potions I can definitely help with. We keep a rather hefty store in the Citadel. You can help yourselves to our stores. Just keep in mind that we have a guild to feed.
Worse.
But no, and you see, the Sea Lord is a little bit sticky for words.
We're not asking for a wizard's tower's worth of magical artifacts, but if you have any, it would be greatly appreciated if we could just peruse and see if there are anything that catches our eyes.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I will be able to... It is going to be difficult for you to make friends with other guild members if I do this, but it seems only right. I am going to increase the rank of your seal. You can put yours back on the table, I suppose. I'm going to invite you to the... Yes. To the ruby. To the ruby seal. It will take some time for those to be procured, but this will give you fairly hefty deals and access to the city. More so than standard membership.
What does that entail exactly?
Well, a standard seal allows you access to the quarters of the Stormhoof clan, as well as various civilian areas. Ruby will technically be high enough to get you into the more government-restricted buildings, but if you're there without a purpose, you will still run into difficulties. But this will at least prove that you're not traitors or spies, at least at that point. And financially, every shop differs, but show this seal when you are making purchases, and I'm sure it will do you good. The ship, I think you will find to be the most rewarding part of this. The Solara. She is quite a piece of work. One of the few remaining living ships that have survived the journey from...
Living ships?
From Ryerson. Yes.
Does she... What do you mean living ships? That is not a term I've heard before.
I mean precisely what those two words mean to join. The ship is made of a special wood that, having passed down 3 or so generations of a family, have gained a sentience. The mass of the ship, a great dragon's head, is alive. And to an extent, the ship can sail itself even through the toughest winds, as well as communicate. And, well, you'll have to see for yourself, but Solara is, besides my vessel, the jewel of our fleet.
Does she come with a crew, or does she need a crew?
She is well crewed. Close to 30 men.
So, with these new seal upgrades and the ship, how much of the bounty is
the apartments? Well, it depends on how long you keep access. They do have a monthly stipend for the crew and for outfitting the vessel, and for being away from port. There is some sort of insurances that must be taken. The apartments as well. Access to the alchemical chambers that contain various potions, as well as I think 3 of you could join me for a private audience with some of the council.
Got it.
One more question.
Of course.
Does being sealed by you prevent us from communicating with other guilds, or?
Say that again, sorry.
Does being sealed by you prevent us from communicating with other guilds?
Communicating, no. It is possible to become sealed in another guild, but typically, except for very rare circumstances, you would be asked to give up the seal that you have at a different... But that does not necessarily disqualify you from getting back into this guild. The Lost and Found will be registered as an official organization belonging to and swearing fealty to the guild, but the individual members may grow and strengthen and weaken over time.
All right, well, with all these things added onto the bill, about some coin would still be appreciated. How much could we...
And diamonds.
And diamonds would still be appreciated.
Right.
How much could we rightfully ask with all these bountiful gifts you've been so gracious to give?
I'd be wary to give you too much pocket change, as it were. I think... He looks at the number again. We could probably do 500 platinum per person.
I'm on like eyes wide, then tense, and then like look to the others.
Everyone in the group is just like
face, just like.
We have the worst poker faces.
Niles are changing teams.
I will talk to my associates, and we will see if this
We're all just nodding.
This turns.
Yep, this is a.
Yep, that sounds like a
Sword who didn't react in shock to Qatar saying she had to kill the children. Reacts to
reacts to 500 platinum each, just like what? Yeah,
I think that's 1,000 gold each. Yeah.
That's 5,000 gold a person.
Yeah.
Like, that's
woo.
Yo, we all making dragon
that
armor?
is.
I feel like we all just go into a circle and go, yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think that's fine. I think that's a good number. Thank you.
That's a good number. That is great. That is great. That is 35,000 gold pieces. We were asking for 20,000 at most.
Yeah.
We were
y'all have no idea.
We'd have been chill with like a cool 10 Gs. We'd have been cool.
Oh yeah, we did not see the
10
extent of its abilities.
You did not see the extent of the abilities, and you did not see the number that was written on that piece of paper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good to me.
From where you're sitting, it was whispered into their ear.
Am I tall enough to see it?
Well, it was whispered, so...
Oh, I thought it was a piece of paper.
It was a piece of paper that was like given to him as one of the weavers. I would say...
I can't see it.
Moss and Aqua give me, just because of your guys'... I think you guys both have the highest passive perceptions.
Because now I'm like, do we stay? Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
No, I don't know. I gotta. What number is that? Oh, that's not ready.
No one chose observant.
No one can read lips.
20.
I got a 15.
15 and a dirty 20?
my
Not
lowest.
enough, unfortunately,
Damn.
to hear that whisper.
I can get observant next level.
Maybe. But so we got ruby seals, a eating boat.
A boat? That's dope.
An eating boat.
An eating
that
boat.
takes care of it takes care of us curing like a ship to take you down.
Question about the boat.
Yes.
So I understand it's a loan. Actually, 2 questions for the boat. How long are we allowed to keep it?
Well, again, you have a debt or so that you are owed. If you were to take a voyage and no longer require the apartments and access to some of the monthly costs that you would be accruing being in the city, you could probably sail for 9 years.
Oh,
good Lord!
They owe us a lot of money.
I'm we done.
Should we have just kept that?
Okay. Good to know. And That just brought up more questions.
There is one. Sorry, I do have to tell the whole
What
truth.
happens if it breaks? Oh.
In the event that a outright war is again declared with the Anzal Republic, or really any other society on this continent, the ship and crew would be required to attend to the war. That does not necessarily mean the lost and found,
Okay.
but there may come a day, what I'm saying, where a message is sent to the captain of the ship, and, well, again, it is alone.
Back. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. What happens if the ship breaks and it's not fixable?
Well,
I don't know. You gotta know these questions. I want to know.
if you sink the ship and she's killed,
Mm-hmm.
pretty close to paying off your debt.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way. But I would really prefer that you don't kill one of the last remaining living ships in the world, if at all possible.
It's not that I want to kill it. It's just more like, how much will we be in trouble?
Well, we won't kill you, but we won't like you very much. So if that's fair.
That is totally fair.
I do have a question out of just genuine professional curiosity. If somebody were to attempt to steal the ship from us, would it not work because it's a living ship?
Sails are directed by the wind. The ship does not control the weather, but she is known to be very protective of her crew.
Okay. Just wondering, because I'm trying to piece together living ship in my head still, so.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
So, were there any other specificities that needed to be addressed before we write up some legal mumbo jumbo? Oh, yes. Which three of you would be attending this council meeting? It will be a number of weeks before that is possible, but...
Myself, I think, Amon, if you'll attend it. And, I mean...
I was thinking the two brothers.
For...
And two brothers?
For the council meeting?
If everyone's going to be there... I believe the brothers have some questions for those of higher ups.
Look,
or at least one of them.
Saurin and Kuno.
I'm not sure how Saurin or Kuno is in political environments, but
not the best.
Listen, he's not the best.
if you would like to sit out, I will attend as well. But I wanted to offer that chance to the both of you.
I speak Suman Bruza, so you can go ahead.
Right. You sure, Kuno?
Yeah, no. Those aren't my scenes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nobody else wants to go. We have someone who speaks for Faye, Moss, Saurin, speaks for brothers. Anyone else?
Is there something specifically besides what I was going to speak to them about that you all would like me to speak with them about?
I mean, perhaps passage to Aqua's home.
Right. We have the ship. We can do that.
That wouldn't need to go through that council, though.
Yeah, we wouldn't need to go through the council for that.
I think
this is for establishing, like, diplomatic allegiance and...
Which he also did say, or what she also did say, would probably require some more work done for Bashir.
Yeah.
You know, you've found a very pretty rock. You haven't proven yourself
really shown
to
our allegiance.
They don't.
Yeah.
They still don't really trust you in the ways like, are you guys spies for the Anzal Republic? Are you any number of things? That has not been determined
Very
yet.
powerful artifact, and we're just giving it to you.
For a
Which is a
third
huge
different thing.
display of respect. To be like, hey,
It's like-
here's a
it's one thing,
very expensive artifact.
Yeah, it's like
one thing to be respected and one thing to be trusted.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. It's like they're like, oh, we know we're probably not spies, because what spy would go through all of this when you could have just done the bare minimum?
A bunch of idiots.
A bunch of either someone who is committed to covert operations, just like, yes, double agent, or a bunch of idiots.
Kuno, what's your passive perception?
11.
11.
All a pizza.
You hear, not in your head. Kelsey doesn't always talk to you directly in your head. Almost like a whisper over your shoulder. I think one of my sisters is here. I feel more of me, but not me, something similar. I think one of them has kin. Yes. Kin.
Kronos just gonna, from where he's standing or sitting, look to see if any guards, like anyone's carrying any weapons that look similar to that of Kelsey.
Sure, make a perception check. You haven't really said much. You've kind of just been keeping your eye on the table, so I'll give you advantage as you're kind of taking your time to go through people. Really eye them up.
Double 19s.
Oh my god.
So
For a
my
total
goodness.
of 20.
20.
Yeah, okay. With a dirty 20, you notice not anything visual that you're able to see, but with the amount of time you've spent with this Blade of Calcine, as well as recently kind of bonding over being a little silly and being a little loose with your professionalism, your eyes keep pulling back to Vela, to the Sea Lord. Something about her. You don't see any weaponry, but it's just that pull.
Okay.
Well, that's all fine and good. You're welcome to take the seals for now. It'll give us a day or two, and we'll have the ruby embossed onto them to show your allegiance. Again, I will state that your reputation versus your tendency in the Citadel will cause a little bit of, be nice to the crew. That's all I'm saying. They're not going to be too happy with this, and especially because I need for you to not talk about this. That is one thing I must hold you to. And she's kind of holding the Tempest's embrace. This doesn't exist. As we said, it is impossible.
What do you mean? It's right there.
Neither does Milbury.
I think Saurin places a hand on Aqua, like,
Yeah.
So I think as part of this agreement, and there will be some animosity amongst you and the other members of the guild, as well as perhaps merchants in the cities, that you have done us a great deed that has given you a boon and access to some of our resources, but that the status of that arrangement is still ongoing, and thus you cannot speak about it. Think that's fair?
Amon will nod and go, as far as I'm concerned, this meeting was only about getting our seals and getting paid for a job well done.
Good. Weavers, if you could, please. Yes, thank you. You watch as 3 of the Weavers approach Lyra from behind and cast 2 spells rapidly. You watch her freeze up and lock up, and then her eyes glaze over, and she just passes out.
What the hell?
Sorry,
What's
She
happening?
go-
she is not in on this contract, and thus we must clean up some of the memories from what you guys discovered. So she will know that your mission was successful in that you survived, and you have been welcomed to the guild.
Oh.
All right.
I'm gonna note this.
Dust my hands.
She just got...
Quickly, we all make
She
our
literally
exit.
just got paralyzed, memory wiped, and then put to sleep in boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Modify, modify memory.
ultra, yeah, upcast to I think
Level
7th level for what they just did.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Some
good.
shit like that.
So yes, give us a day or 2 for the seals, and let's put it at about a week for all the contract legalese to be kind of thought out and put down to paper. I ask in the meantime that you refrain from exercising all of what you have been offered. You're welcome to shop, you're welcome to spend the money. You will not be able to take the ship out of dock until that time, but you're welcome to go meet her.
I for one,
I think
am
that's
up
it.
for. What was the ship's name again?
Yeah.
Solara.
So I am up for going and taking a walk and meeting Solara ASAP.
Does she know we're
She have
coming?
hands?
No, she doesn't, but she will be made
We give
aware
that a
of
day
the
too.
arrangement. But yes, allow some time. She is.
Okay. We won't go there right away. But
She is old, but she is very well traveled. We'll have. Lyra had mentioned before,
Relatable.
and she kind of just looks to Lyra, who's drooling a little bit in her chair.
God.
Lyra had mentioned that you are planning to travel southward quite rapidly. Where
Yes.
do you intend to journey, if I may ask?
Point to Aqua.
Oh my god, I always forget the fucking name. Aqua
That's
says the
perfect.
place. I'm not like it's not like bubbly
The
struggling.
Raquelian Isles.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know why I struggle.
Raquelian Island is the main island, yeah.
Mm. Yeah. God, that is literally the furthest we could go. Fucking
Yes. Yes. Yes, it
What?
is.
Got ourselves
It's
a
been
boat.
around.
Yeah, actually, what is
Good
the distance?
lord.
'Cause that is relevant.
That is-
20 plus... Oh god, I'm gonna have to do this after.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's a
Yeah,
long
it's
way.
literally the furthest point.
It's almost 2,000 miles straight path, and you guys will not be traveling a straight path.
Yeah.
It's great. It's gonna be good.
Well,
It's not bad.
Okay.
And you're now in a boat that can sail itself and is probably faster and also is very well equipped. It is the
Better
same
crewed
classification.
than by us.
Yeah, it is the same classification as a third
Keep an
rate
eye
ship
away
of the
from
line.
them.
So a very powerful,
Yes.
powerful vessel. Yeah.
you will not harm a hair on anyone in this crew. We're
No.
all-
And
Save
just
your
just
time out.
just in terms of mechanical terms, 30 crew, not including any officers. You guys would still have to hire officers / fill those roles yourselves. But the crew can obviously help with like everything else that goes with it. Captain Kuno, of course, yeah. If you look on that line 70/150, that's the amount of crew. So the required versus the maximum of 150. 30 crew is all that is on that vessel due to how much the ship is able to do itself.
Because she can sail herself. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Don't need a lot of riggers when you can control the sails. Yes.
Vela,
Vela,
thank you. Why do you want to know where we're going?
Just curiosity. I was going to try see how long I think it would take Solara to get you there, but more so I'm curious. We are merchants, and if you're going somewhere interesting, we might have some things that you could bring us on your return. But
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
We're
Well,
pirates now.
yeah. Well, let us know. We'll
privateers, you
pass
work
us
for
the
a
shopping
legitimate
list.
government.
Privateers do not.
Pass the shopping list, and we'll see if we can
Yeah.
find some. A real
When we
one,
trade.
not a fake one.
And
like
most
you
of the
did before.
privateers were hired to take the gold from the Spanish. So
Exactly,
It's
they
true.
were the good guys.
I would also like
until
a
their contract
real-
ended.
A real shopping list. I don't want to be lied to again. Tired of lying.
I'm sure that could be thought of when we actually start heading down. But I think we're gonna be in the city for a few weeks. So
Just to put things into perspective, if you're looking at the Patria map, guys, this took you guys, and I think I exaggerated a little bit. You guys did this in like 2 days.
did what?
That line there, but actually,
Oh,
I
God.
exaggerated it. That definitely would have been like, in terms of actual space, it would have been here. The journey all the way around in normal conditions, so you'll have better days, you'll have worse days. In a normal boat is about 90 to 120 days.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
3 to 5 months on the water.
On a normal ship.
On a normal ship.
We don't know what
normal
this
ship.
ship's like.
Yeah, this one's.
This one will get us there in a month and a half.
Regardless, time will still pass for everybody else.
Yeah, time will still pass. That is what's important. But there's a lot you can do on a boat.
There is.
Yeah.
We can sit and watch the waves.
You can learn new
Downtime.
skills. There's
You can
downtime.
push your friends off the crow's nest.
You can Fußroda your friends.
You could go. What's that thing they do where they're on like basically like water skiing? You can go water
Yeah,
skiing.
there you go. Yep.
The back of the boat. Yeah. Put water walk on and then tie yourself to the back of the boat.
That would hurt so bad. I feel like
Like digging your heels into concrete.
like break your knees and like ankle.
Oh god.
It wouldn't even be, I don't know, would it be going fast enough? Maybe?
Probably not. I mean, ships go pretty fast.
Yeah.
If they can catch the wind, they go pretty fast.
Yeah. You have to get it just right.
Yeah.
You get that wind on that sail just right. Ooh.
Amon, I'm gonna be completely real. Amon is like giddy. He wants to go shopping now. He's like, I got some moolah to spend. I'm in a brand new city. They're not gonna upcharge me. This is gotta
And then
go.
there's Niall, just fuming.
And I was like, oh, I'm fuming.
Yeah.
Your ship, by the way, is about 135 feet long. It's a pretty big ship.
Damn.
She big.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big was the Tempest?
Like
It was a sloop, right?
40.
Well, little boy.
It's about 40 feet long. A little bit longer, maybe.
It's a tugboat compared to this thing.
Yeah, this was like an
Okay,
RV.
well,
So you guys have to wait a couple
anything
days.
else?
So from the calendar, they said 1 or 2 days, so you could check back tomorrow evening, probably the day after, for the seals that you guys are owed. So that'll be around the 12th of Briscar.
Is there anything that we could have temporarily to say that we have the
we have a
He
regular seal.
he gave you back the regular seals. So you guys
Okay, yeah.
have
We have like a little.
you're basically
paper.
waiting for your security clearance. Is basically
Yeah,
what's
Right.
like
Waiting
like
for
you
a
just-
badge.
you just renewed your
But-
license and you're waiting for.
Yeah,
it.
but there's not going to be any difference between like in sales between this seal and the ruby seal. Like, if I
there
were to go to a
might be,
shopkeep.
depending on where you're going. He did say, unfortunately, you guys are in a big city, which means big city red tape. So there are some things that are
Yeah.
not going to be instantaneous. So you have a day or so to do non-commerce things. And then go from there.
Amana's gonna sit there for 2 days.
Amon's just gonna go to bed. Amon's gonna go sleep for 2 days.
I'm gonna go Skyrim. I'm gonna go Skyrim, sleep in a bed for 2 days. Just to
I think Amon. Do you think Amon has that dad snore?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
Well, that's the thing. He doesn't breathe, so he physically can't snore.
I feel like he does it just to piss people off.
Yeah,
Probably.
literally.
Yeah,
He picked it up as a habit. Yeah.
It was intentional at first, but now it's a habit.
That's why it's literally honk shoe.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that that's not
He
real.
like falls asleep and he falls asleep after dinner in his recliner, just like.
It's great.
You can read a lot of books in that time.
He does sleep sitting up most of the time.
So he's like in a recliner. It's like a. But he's leaning up against like
Vela at this point has begun to make notes about what you guys have conversed. She tucks the price tag that was given to her into a notebook that she has. You guys are kind of free to go.
Guess I gotta make a shopping list, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully,
Diamonds.
we get diamonds.
More diamonds.
Oh, wait,
I should look at my own spell components too.
Did we
Yes.
get the platinum now, or is that
Yes.
coming also with the seal later in 2 days?
Shortly after you leave, when you head back to
Goes
your
at you.
rooms, someone brings you 500 platinum pieces each.
Holy
Adding that to
We're loaded.
holy shoot!
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly!
I got 6K on me right now.
I
Yes,
actually
please.
have gold for once, guys.
Please, everyone, add that to Foundry so that I can make sure it gets on the
right.
D&D Beyond. Please and thank
I
you.
added a boundary right.
Oh, Nico, how much money did you give me?
I
Oh, they didn't nuke it again. God damn it.
Yeah, it's done
She
this
has
every
a
time.
I think
haven't-
we
1,000
need to
gold.
sync you back to D&D Beyond. Is probably why.
I gave Kuno 1,000.
yeah,
Okay.
everyone
Good.
was 100, but Kuno was 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 because that'll get you half
And
of plate armor.
So
Yeah,
add
and
that.
I gave
then,
mine up to whatchamacallit?
And then you give it back. You said I'm extra rich. Yeah.
Nick,
Yeah,
just to
fighters
avoid this
tea.
in the future, because Foundry 2 D&D Beyond is still a little buggy since the 3.0 update. Just add that in D&D Beyond as well, just so it, and then it won't bug out.
So we're
Nope,
safe to
that's not
adjust
what I meant to
there.
do.
Yeah,
And
you
it'll
guys can
import
adjust
over?
either. I usually only import from D&D
Yeah,
Beyond
Amon.
to Foundry.
Okay.
But in this case, I'll do both. So if you update it in both places, that's the best result. And we'll kind of go from there. That's a shitload of money. Holy crap.
Cash
You
money.
guys-
I did miss.
Okay.
Got him.
You guys are doing good.
Apparently.
Shit. They said we could also get potions. Yeah, can we go look at what potions they have?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, like they have like in this.
Yeah, they said they said we have free reign of their potions. Just don't take them out of
Don't take everything.
eat them out of
because-
house and home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go look. Let's go look at some
Yeah,
potions.
let's go see what potions they got.
From what they are able to part, because they have already kind of, disseminated some messaging to everybody. They have available for you to take, and what I need you guys to do, because you do not have an endless bank account, is whatever you decide to take needs to
Subtract.
be put in notes so that I can subtract it from
Yes.
your total.
So just
Yeah.
put it in our general notes.
Yeah, put it in the cast notes chat what everyone takes, either individually or you guys can decide as a group. That's fine. They have.
I'm gonna put in notes what they have first, and then we can talk amongst ourselves and
They
see. what we're gonna do.
have a.
And then just delete the ones that we don't.
They have
take.
17 regular healing potions, so just
Nah.
standard 2d4 plus 2. They have 9 greater healing potions. They have 9 superior healing potions, and they have 2 supreme healing potions.
How many The ones after great. How many was that?
9.
Superior, they had 9 as well.
And then
So
2.
17, 9, 9, 2. Which is insane. Supreme is 10d4 plus 20.
Yeah. Do they have anything besides healing potions?
They do not, at least not that was arranged for you guys to view. You can kind of put a request in and they'll make it available
9 soup.
In a couple hours. But nothing for you to look at immediately.
How much?
Okay. Amon would put in a request to look at some more interesting potions.
Okay. It'll be ready for you probably tomorrow morning at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, Saurin will too. But I will also take a. Can I take two supreme or superior?
To take both two.
Soup?
You're gonna take all the Supremes.
I was thinking soup, not superior. I was like 2 supremes.
Can I have 2 soups?
Can I get 2
please?
soups? 2 soups, please.
Oh, Matt
Yeah.
always thinking about soup.
Yeah, always think
Okay,
about
I
soup.
think
It's amazing.
I think we could take.
You guys can
10
discuss it
regs.
verbally here, but just also make
Yeah.
sure to write it down is all I
Yeah.
ask. But
Yeah. I think we.
I want
we take,
2 regular ones because we had
Yeah, I think-
we had a point where all the healers went down, and I was a little
Yeah.
afraid we were gonna all die.
I think definitely.
Fair.
Definitely we could take 10 to 12 regs, maybe 6 greater, and then like
Taking the whole thing.
5 soups.
Oh, I'm taking just 2 soups and that's all. And I'm gonna give them to Kuno.
Yay. Because he's a soup boy.
soups for the boys.
Put him in the kettle.
He's good at staying up.
What I mean, like, what
last 2 comments
what do you
I
guys
put
think?
down.
It's not all. It's not all
Just-
of them, but
just as an average cost reminder, potion of healing is about 50, greater is about 200, superior is about 2,000, supreme is about 20,000.
fuck.
Oh, then never mind.
I don't know.
But
if
you're
they're
not
worth it.
Yeah.
you're not
Never
paying
mind.
for them right now, but it is taking
Yeah.
away
Yeah,
from.
I'd rather use it for something else because I can fucking heal that one or freaking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We just
okay,
need
so
we just need like the zap up, the stim pack up.
yeah.
the
Yeah, so
defib.
like
Rather
the
than-
smaller ones are good, and also like those who can't heal to heal the healers when they're down.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Why don't we take like what?
Like all of the
um,
regulars are worth 1/3 the cost of one superior.
We could take
Okay, so we-
14 to each of the regular healing potions.
Yes. 14 regs. Maybe
Maybe like 5.
maybe the. I was gonna say maybe just get graders for the people who aren't healers so that they can boost the healers.
Like the
Okay,
or
so
the frontliners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Kuno runs up and gets womboed
Just
by
Kuno.
6 people
Yeah.
and just goes glug glug glug. My turn.
Yeah,
And just goes.
get one
Heals for 12.
soup. Get 1 soup for Kuno.
Because
and
also
then-
like it's all
Kuno will
situational.
never use it
right?
on himself though.
but that's
which
the
is
whole
not
thing.
a
It's
bad
only
thing.
for him.
But that's not a bad
Sure.
thing if he doesn't, because
You can use it on
in
someone
terms
else.
of meta mechanics, right? If Kuno runs up because he can take some hits and heals Nico who got caught out, if you heal 2d4 plus 2, you're gonna get immediately
shot, yeah.
bonked. Whereas if you heal perhaps a supreme or a superior, you would be
fighting
more
chance.
likely to be able to survive a round to
To
get
escape.
away, type thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or to at
Give
least
me-
get to
I think-
Aqua who can heal you fully.
Yeah. Okay. So I think 14 regs. How many non-healers do we have? We have Nile, Nico.
Niall can heal
and-
himself
Moss.
once.
so
One time
sec-
for barely
yeah.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Moss
Hey,
has
that's-
access to stuff like Healing Word now as a part.
It's true.
So,
That's true.
and
He can
upcast,
sing
so
a
he can
lovely
do
song.
spells.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know if he.
We don't know if he took that though.
Yeah, it's like, and also like, yeah, we don't know this at all in character either too. So.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Nile would get a greater.
Mhm.
Amon would get a greater. Nico would get a greater. Moss would get a greater. So it's 4 graders, 14 regs, 1 soup for Kuno. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Sure.
a lot.
Yes.
Sounds
That is
good.
a lot, though.
Yeah.
It is a lot, but
Should we do
Do we?
like I don't need
Raiders are
2
just-
healing potions, so
I don't
I'm
need
okay
it.
with
That's
taking
true.
just 1.
I don't need any healing potions.
well, it's better to have healing potions on you in case you go down and we don't have healing potions.
No,
Yeah,
I
but
know.
You can
That's,
rummage through your
you-
pack and heal.
that's why I just want
what
one,
about
though.
you guys having healing potions? Like you just take the healing potions instead of having us on them because we can heal you if you're down, and we don't need healing potions.
But what if we run out of spells?
Bro.
That's what I'm
We're-
worried about.
I'm okay.
Maybe
I can recharge my
you think
spell.
so?
I can
I
get
got my
like
water, I guess.
If I really need to, I can use my channel divinity to get a spell slot back, and also my
Puddle.
channel divinity heals myself.
But you having healing for yourself, Saurin, means that you can be more greedy with blood usage as well. When you
That's
need to.
true.
Exactly.
That is true.
Okay, so
my
reasonably-
spell
okay,
that I just
let me
got
pull,
also
let me
killed.
let me pull a
That's
calculator
true.
out again. Reasonably, how much would that be?
Do the maths, Marsh.
Yeah, so we got 2,000 for the soup, plus 14 times 50, 2,700. How much for greater? You said 250?
It goes 200, 2,000 for superior, 20,000 for supreme.
Okay, so 200.
20,000. We don't even have enough for the Supreme.
You wouldn't be paying
we
for it
do.
right now.
It's coming out of our what?
Yeah,
dollars.
but like 20,000.
We get one less-
5,000 for one of those bad boys.
Okay, so realistically,
I don't even know if it's worth it.
Like that's what I'm thinking. Like,
realistically,
even the
we're
suit,
only
like
yeah.
2,000
Realistically,
a pop.
all of those in total, it's only 3,700. That is probably the smallest fraction of what they owe us that they can't pay back that we could get without
Yeah.
like doing actual chump
that's
change.
coming out of our 35.
It's
Depending
coming
on
out
how
of
long we have this ship.
It's not coming out
Oh.
of our paychecks. It's coming out of what they owe us.
See, that's
And
what
if
I was.
they-
see, I
and
was
if they
thinking of
owe
coming
us
out
a
of
ship,
that.
if they owe us a fully crewed living ship for 9 years, I think 3,700 is
I might
like
be dead in
pennies on the dollar.
But
I might
Um,
be dead in 9
but
years.
question though,
literally.
Whatever happens in
True.
this year.
how about this suggestion? So again, like I still agree with the greater one and one soup, but with the regular healings, why don't we hold off on those until you get your request of the other potions? Because what if those other potions are a lot more needed than these ones?
That's true. That's true.
And then
Maybe
So we
we can
can-
hold off on this.
Yeah.
and then if you guys find out that there's no potions that you really want, then we'll get the 14.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, I think we could get the 14 baseline and then save the graders and the soup until after we see the.
Or maybe we could just get the graders and the regular, and then save the soup just in case the other
Nico,
potions
you
don't
know
get
from
tricky.
experience, Nico, that potions that do cool stuff are very expensive.
Yeah. So they either kind of suck, or they're unnecessarily expensive when you could just know the spell. I'd rather find the scroll and learn the spell.
If you can learn it.
But we also the
Yeah.
beauty part of the mystery is it's a mystery. We don't know what's happening tomorrow.
Yeah. So
That's true.
we can get the regs. We can get the regs and the grates,
Okay.
and then we save the soup for after we
Save
see
the
the
soup.
rest of the
I
potions.
technically,
No
Save the
soup.
soup.
I eventually also could potentially make some.
Yeah.
I do have an
Mhm.
alchemy.
Sorry, what was that, Saurin? Couldn't hear you.
Gonna learn some blood magic over there? More blood magic?
You did get a very expensive alchemist kits from me, so
Yeah.
You guys also,
Well,
I
not
mean,
from you,
Nico
you just
hasn't
opened
really
it for me.
talked about it yet, but like,
True.
I actually calculated how many square feet of the dragon turtle shell you guys have that's usable, and you could make armor for almost everyone who can wear armor, basically,
Oh God.
which is absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, I have a question though. Because
Yes.
I don't want heavy armor. Could we talk about potential other armor?
Because you have medium, right? You have medium
I have
capacity.
light armor.
Ooh, yeah, there'd be some options.
Dragon leather
armor, dragon turtle leather armor. That's a real mouthy name, but it could work.
Yeah.
I can wear no armor.
No, I've studded leather. I've studded leather.
I can't wear any.
You could get some dragon turtle earrings.
Yeah.
No functionality. They're just dope as fuck.
Yeah,
they're so cool.
You get hit in the ear.
Well, you can wear medium armor, Saurin. So it doesn't have to be big, bulky, but you can get something a little bit stronger than just lighter.
Aesthetically and I've studded leather actually, so it's not. It's still light armor, but.
Okay, so what did we could?
There's definitely you could have that conversation.
So 14 regs, so 2
Okay.
potions apiece, and then 1 greater for me, Niall, Moss, and Nico.
But
Yeah.
So it's 200.
So it's 1,700
total.
Healing.
or no, 1,500 because I thought we were getting 5 graders, not 4. That's my bad.
I think I did.
I miscounted.
I also think I did the math for the debt.
Yeah.
1,800 a month. I did it, and there's 12 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then times 9, it's like 194,000.
Plus our 35,000.
Go Saurin.
Oh,
plus your apartments, plus
our
being a level
apartments.
3 seal holder.
So my guess is like
Exactly.
roughly $500,000.
Yeah, that's my guess too. Is roughly $500,000, which is fucking wild.
Which I think someone did the math, like for like gold to like actual like human monetary, like
It's like trillionaires. You guys just became
Yeah.
trillionaires.
It's like
literally.
I think they use the average like price of gold.
Normally, you are in debt to a government. They are in debt to us. The Ryzen Empire.
They
is
literally
indebted to us.
admitted that they do not have the coin to just pay you
they
out.
can't just pay us. Yeah.
Because we would take up their coffers.
Tower.
Literally.
Well,
We would-
they're in a pseudo war, right? So they're constantly spending whatever they take in.
We would completely liquefy the Ryzen Empire if we cashed out right now.
Starting a liquidation sale this Friday. Everything in the
Why
Ryzen army
didn't
must
you
go.
Why'd you convince them to liquefy them? Then we can win. Oh dang it! I was trying to tie this.
All right.
Damn.
What are the recently rich lost and found doing?
I want to go window shop.
I'm
getting ready to spend money.
It's already burning a hole in Amon's pocket.
Yeah. Where's the
Niall wants
nearest
to go
casino?
back and get fully drunk.
Or shop
we
for
could get
alcohol and get.
Yeah,
fully
we could
drunk.
get fully
We can get more
Chat.
alcohol. Spend 5,000 gold on alcohol. I would probably buy all the alcohol in the city.
I feel like Amon is going back and getting drunk to celebrate. I feel like Niall is going back and getting drunk to calm down.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was like, you ruined my buzz.
I need to get so fucking drunk right now.
Hey, listen, I'll get drunk with you.
Thank
Fuck
you,
you.
Amon.
I have 6,000 gold. This is crazy.
You're really
This
happy
is
about the
wild.
money, aren't you?
Nico's just gotta wait to see how expensive this armor is gonna be, or Kuno rather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay,
like to
listen.
window shop.
Yes, I would like to window shop as well.
Not actually like go in and literally just window shop. See what the town has. See where the seal can take us as of right now, and maybe
Go from
plan
there.
of like, oh, maybe I'll go there. Maybe I'll go there.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
All right. You also do have the possibility of, a lot of like creation, right? Like forging and steel work and stuff like that. You would pay a deposit and then pay upon completion. So if you pay a deposit to get the work started, then come back when you have a seal that negotiates a different price, there is room for that deposit to go a little bit further potentially. So you could get some things started. Plus, you're going to have to find someone with the equipment and the know-how and the bravery to carve up a turtle shell. and turn it into armor, which is a project. Like that could take a little bit longer than some of the other things.
Yeah.
Before we go to that, is there any non-shopping that anyone wanted to do? Because I feel like next episode's going to be a big shopping montage, which is great.
It would just be morgue surgery, but we technically can't do that till the next day.
Gotcha.
Could I actually go to Nico before we go shopping?
You guys head back to the quarters and are counting out your money and, squaring everything up. Nico, you get a knock on your door.
Hello?
Hey, Nico, it's me.
Yeah. Why? Okay. Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Sorry to interrupt. I was wondering, how much of that ore that I gave you do you still have left?
Oh, quite most of it. And I'll pull out the junk. Do. Oh, do you want to see what it made though? And then I'll pull out the Lunatheria and I'll just start people talking about it and showing people look how pretty it is. It's cool, and I'm gonna fill his little holes with it. It's gonna be great.
Interesting.
It's a very interesting metal. So the way that it looks in the light, especially because you're indoors, is it creates the same whitish light and kind of soft light as the moon does in the night sky. So it has this weird property, but it's very clearly metal and it's very clearly a new alloy.
What properties does that have?
Well, it brings the strength with the ability to channel sentience and magic and life force, and it's kind of just smushed together. And then some.
That is interesting. I was trying to figure out if I could do something similar with that with the Ethereum. I knew it used to be magic metal, so is there any way I could get some of that? The new alloy that you've created?
I could make more. I just didn't want to use all of it, but we've got a lot of moonstone.
You can use as much Ethereum as you need, but
Say no more. I'll snap my knuckles on.
Because I have two separate ideas, Tyler. I got two separate ideas.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to. Do you want to DM about it to not take up airtime?
I'll say that you guys get to work on not necessarily starting on these projects, but kind of blueprinting them and kind of deciding what's possible with the materials you have. Because actually, what you're short of is Ethereum. You do not have a ton of that. You have a shitload of moonstone. You used basically, what did I say the ratio was?
61 to 90 or to 39.
61% moonstone out of about 2 pounds. So it's about just over 1 pound of the 248 pound or 38 whatever pounds you have was used of the moonstone. They have lots. All right. As you guys get to work, yes, Akko, what do you got?
Really, if we did go back to our quarters, counter change, whatever. Just a quick question: does our rooms come with a pen and paper kind of thing?
Yeah, right next to the King James Bible, there's a notepad and a pen.
Well, I'm gonna push that book to the
Sorry,
side.
I needed it.
How many of these rooms have a cuck chair?
Oh my!
My room. Yeah, there it is. Max looking right at it. Yes, Aqua, go ahead.
Only asking. After my flawless drawing of Saurin's inner soul, am I able to remember what? Based off of the portrait that Kuno was stuck in, am I able to remember as best as I can how to draw their mom and possible other little brother?
I think you sketched the mural.
Did I? I don't.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I
you
think so.
did. I'm
Okay, can I
pretty
do
sure
it
you
again?
did. Yeah, of
I
course.
don't have my inventory anymore.
Yeah, you definitely.
You practice.
I'm practicing. Well,
Yep.
and is it good? Does it look like stick figures? Like,
Make a performance check.
okay.
Or this would be more.
Oh.
You're pretty good at drawing. I'll say dexterity plus proficiency, so just +6 to whatever you rolled.
Cool. 25.
Oh my god. All right.
It's just a sketch.
It's just a sketch. Yeah. No, it's pretty
It's like 10
accurate.
minutes.
You draw it a couple times, like you do the classic artist thing where you chuck it and restart it, enough that you start committing what she likely will look like in person to memory.
Cool. And
Not
little
necessarily photographic or anything, but enough to be confident if you walked into her.
boy. Perfect. All right. And I'm going to put that in my bag.
Cool.
And that is it.
Okay.
What? Don't laugh at me.
As we're winding down, Niall, you get a knock at the front door since you're at the table drinking.
Walk over as soberly as I can.
Stumbles over. What's that?
Hello.
At the door, because I immediately just got mind wiped and forgot their name. Oh, Jesus.
Reggie?
What's wrong with
Reggie?
No, not Reggie.
The hunter?
The crewmen that survived. Thalgar.
No.
Thalgar.
Oppenheimer.
Not bad.
Oppenheimer.
I think Rolf died, right? I think the helmsman
Rolf.
died.
Probably
Rolf
died, yeah.
died,
So
yeah.
Thalgar.
died.
Thalgar Sulfur.
Thalgar survived.
Thalgar and Grontar, Lyra's partner in crime, are at your door, kind of hat in hand, very respectful. Sorry, is it a bad time?
It depends who you're wanting to talk to. I'm not exactly the leader of.
Yeah. We just listen. We're jumping the rope a little bit here, but we're looking to speak with the captain of the Solara. If he's here,
That would be us as a group.
you are collectively the captain.
Kuno is. Kuno?
Niall's so drunk.
Captain Kuno!
Captain Kuno.
Kuno?
Is Kuno back at
You even here?
You guys all would have had to gone back to get the platinum. So I think in one stage or another, before you guys head out to Window Shop, you guys have arrived back at the quarters.
Okay, yeah, so Kuno's around and yeah.
Wait, they need the captain of the Solara.
Oh, coming. And Kuno comes down with his hat on.
With his hat on.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, gentlemen. And it's Thalgar. It's Thalgar who's speaking to you. Grontar's quiet. I don't mean to presume anything, and I'm sure you will go through rigorous levels of assertions in order to decide the crew of the Solara, but it would be my honor and a privilege, sir, to continue our voyage. And my brother Grontar here owes me a favor because of what he did to you. So, there's that.
Grontar, have we met before?
Grontar, you guys didn't really talk to, but Grontar was like bodyguarding Lyra when Lyra gave you the mission. They were the two people kind of on the couch, like, yeah, we're totally in charge. When Lyra was fucking with you, he didn't really say much, so you might not have gotten his name directly, but he looks familiar. Like, I think I recognize you.
Well, of course you're welcome back on to the crew of Thalgar.
Oh, okay, I will go wait, yes, no, of course, we'll be at the ship. Yes, sorry to disturb you, Captain.
Oh, no worries. See this guy do, my friend, and Kuno runs off.
Kuno runs off. Just sprints away from the door.
Right.
Niall
Thank
closes it, hiccuping. Yeah. Oh, you guys are ridiculous.
I need more drinks.
I need more. And Thalgar and Grantar head to the Solara to await their captain's orders.
You're like my boys.
My boys.
Kids.
As you guys all begin to collect your baggage for various shopping adventures, even if it's just scouting it out, you got to do some window shopping. That's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Woo 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 woo.
Getting that quiche.
You guys are rich. Until someone robs you.
We are rich. We are rich.
You
Are we gonna
get
get
voided.
stabbed in the middle of the night?
You are gonna get stabbed. Not in the Citadel.
I-
Definitely not in the Citadel.
I have been stabbed in the middle of the night once.
In the middle of the night. I
was when
get
I met Nico.
stabbed in my sleep.
Oh yeah.
That's not by
It's great.
Aelin. Not Aelin.
Yeah.
Aelwyn.
Aelwyn punked you. That's true. All right. Thanks
was
so
the same
much for
night.
tuning in, everybody. That was
Thanks for
it's
showing
good
up.
to be
everybody.
back. It's good to have privacy and separate rooms, so we're not
it's
in an
good to be
echo
back.
chamber. It's good to be back. I have nothing coming up for the next few months, so at least from my end, sessions should be good, unless I get extremely ill or die.
Please don't.
Don't do that.
Yeah, Nick's abandoning us in a couple months for a few months this time. A pretty big journey. I'm very excited.
That'd be sweet.
It's gonna be dope.
Are you going back in the portrait?
Yeah, he's going right back in. Get your ass in here.
I got a timeshare while I was there, so I've just been kind of spending weekends.
He's got to spend at least a couple weeks a year, otherwise he loses it. All right, but we'll get more into that next couple sessions as we decide what to do with Kuno. But you still got quite a while. You got at least the next 2 months. So we got some time. Before we deal with that, thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Something dial.
Gotta get them handshakes.